Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are live on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including ATL FM Cape Coast, Might FM Tamalik, Bewa Radio Yendi, and in Kiligi FM Boli. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, anti-corruption campaigners welcome the Attorney General's decision to broaden the scope of investigations into former Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa's hoarded cash to include her source of income.
I think it's a good thing, and so the expansion is good for all of us.
Also, former Executive Vice President of Unilever delivers damning verdict on Ghana's Fourth Republic and democracy, describing it as a miracle that led nowhere.
It is not difficult to see that the sort of democracy we practice, a Santa Claus democracy, has brought us here. We were promised transparency and accountability in the Fourth Republic. Rather, this is where we are.
Details as it calls for sweeping changes to the country's style of politics, education, and Land Act, among others. And in business, new ECOWAS Bank report warns rising crude prices and interest rates pose major risk to Ghana's economic recovery. And also, disciplinary committee report on assault at Adisada College expected to be ready by Thursday,
so that we can quickly act on the recommendations that the disciplinary committee would come out with.
Details as the GES says it will cooperate with the police as the Attorney General directs them to investigate and prosecute suspect. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details now. Anti-corruption campaigners have welcomed the Attorney General's decision to expand the scope of investigations into former Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa's hoarded cash scandal to include her source of income. The police is awaiting the Attorney General's advice on the case. The service has been investigating a case of theft involving Mrs. Dapa's house helps and has submitted a docket to the AG. Speaking to Joy News, Adam Senanu said he disagrees with the assertions that the Attorney General is duplicating the role of the special prosecutor on the case.
An expansion that enables other arms of government that have a role to play in picking information and whose responsibility or mandate under the law cover aspects that are potentially likely to occur or come up, I think it's a good thing. And so the expansion is good for all of us.
Former Executive Secretary of CONIWA's Patrick Apoya says he expects the newly appointed Sanitation Minister Frida Prempeh to ensure continuity in reforms that her predecessor commenced during her tenure.
I think this minister was just at that stage where she was considering comprehensive reforms to open up to see how do we make it more vibrant for the private sector to participate and also to make it more accountable and to also make it in a way that will be more pro-poor. I think these are the things that are on the table that the new minister will have to deal with. The good thing is she will have a lot of support from the Parliamentary Select Committee on Western Housing, and I believe trying to actually engage that subcommittee will be very relevant for her.
And that's Executive Secretary of CONIWA's Patrick Apoya. Meanwhile, the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association is demanding an immediate and qualified apology and retraction of comments by Ningo Prampram Member of Parliament, Sam George, suggesting that real estate in Ghana is used as an avenue for money laundering. Greta says it reserves the right to seek legal action if the legislator fails to apologize and retract the comments it described as unguarded and irresponsible. Head of our legal Affairs Desk, Joseph Akable, joins us with details of the statement. Joseph, what is the Real Estate Developers Association really saying?
And so Greta says its attention has been drawn to recent broadcast in which Ningo Prampram MP Sam George made a statement it describes as very unfortunate and defamatory statement to wit, quote, real estate business in Ghana is money laundering. Greta says it wishes to inform Sam George that it works closely with Yoko Financial Intelligence Center as well as other parallel state agencies in their work as implementers of the anti-money laundering law. It adds that its members are hardworking Ghanaians who every day have to battle with economic conditions in the country as every other sectors of business is also doing. And so they demand an immediate and qualified apology and retraction of the statement within 7 days of this press release.
Thank you, Joseph. Joseph Akable is head of our legal affairs desk. Now, former executive vice president of Unilever, Yao Insako, has delivered a scathing verdict on Ghana's Fourth Republic and its democracy, labeling it as a miracle that led nowhere. In his paper titled Towards a Mindset Revolution, Ghana Beyond Neoliberal Capitalism, he questions whether the Fourth Republic has truly delivered on its promises. Insako characterizes the country's political landscape as a merry-go-round of miracles that lacks substantive progress, with politicians taking advantage of a seemingly disengaged population. He challenges the existing democratic system, insinuating that it falls short on delivering real change. Listen.
Every government of the Fourth Republic, every political party when in power, promises an agricultural revolution, a step up in production of food. Then nothing much happens. The miracle leads nowhere. The much vaunted planting for food and jobs is just another example. It is not difficult to see that the sort of democracy we practice, a Santa Claus democracy, has brought us here. We were promised transparency and accountability in the Fourth Republic. Rather, this is where we are. A dense and opaque conspiracy for extraction of loot hangs above our heads. It is important that development be returned to a discussion about the real long-term health of society.
Well, Minister of Information Kojo Nkrumah was at the event, has been reacting to the paper delivered by Yao Insako.
I agree with a good number of the ideas here. For example, what we are measuring as a people and the need to have conversations about the kind of things we are measuring and focus more attention on the things that deliver on the human quality indicators.
Minister of Information Kojo Nkrumah. Now, the Ghana Education Service says the report by its disciplinary committee investigating circumstances surrounding the Adisadel College assault is expected to be ready Thursday. Head of the Public Relations Unit, Cassandra Chum Ampofo, says the ministry, after a meeting with the parties involved, requested that work is expedited on it. In a video that has gone viral, the suspect, who is a student of a disco, puts his colleague in a chokehold and slams his head against a metallic bank bed.
We have given the disciplinary committee, he requested that the report should be made ready by Thursday so that we can quickly act on the recommendations that the disciplinary committee would come out with. He also requested that immediately we have to facilitate a further medical examination for the injured student.
And continuing our build-up to the NPP's August 26 Super Delegates Conference, energy consultant Kujupoku says the flag-bearer race in the NPP should not be considered as one that is for the elderly or those who have rose through the ranks of the party, but a contest of competence and ideas, and he's convinced of being the right person among the 10 aspirants with these qualities to lead the party to victory. Samuel Imbura of our political desk has more in this report.
Kojopoku, an energy expert with over 25 years of working experience, is a relatively unknown figure when it comes to his political activism in the MPP. Despite being new to politics, he has now decided to contest the presidential elections. What has influenced his decision to do so, considering it is his first political contest?
My submission of this form to the party is a signal to all the youth in this country that yes, you can do it. When I started this process, I was told that, well, he can't pick a form. Oh, when he go, they won't give him the form. Then I picked the form. Oh, he can't file. Today, inshallah, we have filed.
At 49 years old, Kojopoku believes that the race for the flag-bearer position in the MPP should not be seen as the exclusive domain of long-serving party members, but rather as a contestation of ideas and vision.
It is not about having to have a gray hair and then try and look for Yomo. It is not about not going through the ranks. Yes, everybody has to do their bit in their own form.
The Akufo-Addo government has faced accusations of economic mismanagement, which led to seeking assistance from the IMF. Kojopoku, however, asserts that his administration will implement strategies to save money from the energy sector, aiming to transform Ghana's economy positively.
Today we are in IMF. We came out in 2018. 3 years or 5 years later, we are back in IMF. Why? Because we don't save money. We need to save money.
Samuel Imbura with that report. And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, anti-corruption campaigners welcome the Attorney General's decision to broaden the scope of investigations into former Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapa's hottest cash scandal to include her source of income. I am Amisi Nyamche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.
What's up? I beg, where the Total Energy service station day for here?
Still up here. Tornado. Charlie. I beg. Make I take picture with you first, then I go show you the Total station. Today, Instagram go cry. Hey! Oh, about the directions. Go forward small. You go meet a watch seller like Santan. The Total station is right after.
Thanks, bro. But now you know be Total. It be Total Energies. You the bab.
Tornado. You do all. Quiet.
The time is here, starting 24th July. Buy fuel or lubricants from any Total Energy service station and win free amazing prizes instantly. Promo is valid while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Total Energies, energizing your future.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to ABSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank Societe Generale Ghana, be biara may fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Don't you worry. Just be happy. Don't you worry.
Pay attention, all my Africans and African Americans in the diaspora, plus my white brothers and sisters. What if I told y'all the most trusted real estate company in Ghana, Sukasa, would like to take y'all on a nationwide tour, highlighting prime real estate and investment opportunities. Sukasa builds affordable luxury homes with 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Come get the real value for your money, plus they have very convenient payment policies with 100% guaranteed cashback. This fully gated or Grandson communities include malls, cinemas, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. All you gotta do is sign up for the tour for a measly couple $1,000 and come see what could be yours in real life. The African dream is alive. Contact Sukasa on 030-296-0865 or 055-369-7886 at Sukasa GH on all social media platforms. Email info@sukasa.com.gh. The Sukasa experience is also bringing on board a bunch of other property developers, which means patrons get a variety of options to buy from. This is powered by Government of Ghana, Beyond and Return Secretariat, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Works and Housing, Diaspora Affairs, the Office of the President, British High Commission, and the UK Chamber of Commerce. Media partners, Joy FM, City FM, Peace FM, Business and Financial Times, Graphic Online, and many more. Sukasa, building on trust.
Come with me.
Yo, Charlie.
Kojo.
Yo, how you doing?
Good, you?
Not bad. I mean, a bit better than yesterday. I feel a bit less despondent, at least we're doing something about the problem, you know. This bullying thing, because Winston really laid it out earlier that the numbers are scary. The direct correlation between bullying and violence against adolescents and suicide.
Wow.
Very clear and direct correlation.
Wow.
I mean, it's not surprising, but it's depressing.
It is.
That we're doing, and you see, young people have a less developed sense of consequence than adults.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't really care. As long as they are enjoying themselves, they don't really care what their actions, the impact it's having on others. Right? So, and if you're not lucky enough to have been brought up in an environment where consequence is trained into you, you can take things very, very far beyond repair, before you realize what you're doing.
Yeah.
There are examples. There was a guy when we were growing up, there was a guy who used to wail on this young kid, always beat him up for no reason, no sensible reason, just on sight of him he would beat him up. This boy started missing classes. He would make any excuse not to turn up because he knew what was waiting for him. And if you make a young person who already has other issues, depression and all of this going on, make him feel like he has no options, he will just try to check out of the entire system to avoid, a pain he's powerless to stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, today we're going to really try and understand the phenomenon, try and understand what our options are to solve it, because yesterday I discovered that really the only thing that the authorities have in place as an option for a child being bullied in secondary school is report it.
No help.
Report it. I mean, well, yeah, they haven't even gone as far as help. They have guidance and counseling officers in every school. But these guidance and counseling officers have been asked to teach. They are all teaching, so they don't have time to guide and counsel. But that's what they are employed to do. Right? So, no, there's no help. But more importantly, does reporting ever solve the problem? You become a snitch. You become known as the kid who, reported the senior.
That's true.
And you'll be targeted even worse.
That's true.
But that's the solution. That's the solution provided by government. Report it. So today we really want to explore and understand this phenomenon, understand what the proper options are. We'll be bringing in experts to really educate us, try and help us understand what's going on in our kids' minds. That's crucial because very often we have no clue.
Yeah, and
we have no clue.
When those things happen, they have an impact on the lives of when they grow up. I mean, so it's a very serious topic to discuss this morning.
Did you ever witness bullying? Did you ever experience bullying when you were in school?
Well, I did, but not on that scale. The video that I saw.
That was extreme.
Extreme. That was extreme. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think bullying is common. It's not as bad as what we saw in the video, but sometimes the effect is the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the same. As long as you continue to cause someone discomfort, and psychological discomfort, how do you know how it's going to turn out? Charlie, so we're getting into it. But we're grateful to Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And ABSA Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. They're the ones who brought us the 6 a.m. bulletin. Now, the time is here, starting... it's already started. You can buy fuel or lubricants from any Total Energy service station and win free amazing prizes instantly. That's not all. A special prize awaits the highest purchases on Total Energy's cards from each region. This July, bad brutal. Remember, the promo is valid while stock lasts. Terms and conditions apply. Total Energies, energizing your future. Time now for the Joy Business Report, brought to you by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, new ECOWAS Bank report warns rising crude oil prices and interest rates pose major risks to Ghana's economic recovery. Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry challenges claims increasing monetary policy rate will control inflation. Plus, independent power producers to meet tomorrow to strategize on how to retrieve some debt owed them by government, as debt is expected to hit $2.2 billion by the end of July. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwal. Thanks for being with us this morning. Rising crude oil prices on the international market and interest rate hikes by some developed countries pose a major risk to Ghana's economic recovery. This was captured in a new ECOWAS Bank for Development and Investment report. The report also warned that growth will decline to 1.3% this year before it picks up strongly next year. Dr. Joseph Asenso is head of Macroeconomic Research and Studies Division at the bank.
The war in Ukraine, the longer it subsists, the more difficult it is for our economies because it has an impact on energy and food prices. Europe has served a warning that it is not ready to back down on the policy rate hikes. The US has not indicated that it is going to stop. What this means is that every time they hike, especially the US government, the dollar strengthens and our economies, which are somehow dollar dependent, begin to suffer because their currencies weaken and it feeds into inflation. These events will not be good for us. And when our own central banks also decide to hike the policy rate in a bid to control inflation, that immediately increases the cost of borrowing for businesses and for individuals, which also feeds into GDP, overall economic activity as well. So this is something that we need to have a look at.
That was head of Macroeconomic Research and Studies Division at the ECOWAS Bank for Development and Investment, Dr. Joseph Asenso. Senior finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Dr. Benjamin Amwa, says businesses will not be harshly affected following the increase in the policy rate. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana on Monday increased its policy rate by 50 basis points to 30%. Meanwhile, Dr. Amwa believes the marginal increase would rather aid in the quest to control inflation. He spoke to Joy Business.
It's going to be marginal. Businesses will not necessarily increase prices because of a 50 basis point increase in policy rate. I don't think banks will quickly also increase their loan rate because of a 50 basis point increase in height. It will lead, but it will not be that marginal like what we're seeing 150 basis point and 200 basis point increase. Those are quite, huge jumps.
Dr. Benjamin Amwa, senior finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School. Meantime, the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is challenging claims by the Bank of Ghana that the hike in the policy rate is to control inflation and liquidity in the system. According to the chamber, the method being adopted by the regulator to tame inflation is not effective as inflation rather keeps increasing. They contend that 30% policy rate will complicate the current challenges facing industry and result in further shutdown of businesses. Speaking to Joy Business, Chief Executive Mark Bedouabuaje said, if government continues to impose taxes, controlling inflation will be difficult.
If you continue to increase the tariffs of utility tariffs, this monetary policy will not work. The food inflation is very high and we are not getting food. Monetary policy will not work. It's not more money in the pocket of people chasing fewer goods. It's a supply side constraint. Food is not there. Producers are producing at a higher cost and this will translate into higher prices and into inflation. So monetary policy has not been effective, and I've said it and I'm going to say that it's not effective. They can continuously increase the monetary policy, but it will not solve the inflation that we have.
Chief Executive of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mark Bedouabuaje. The International Monetary Fund may not be lenient in releasing the second tranche of monies under the bailout program to Ghana if government fails to show commitment in reducing the country's debt stock. That is warning from economist Professor Lord Mensah. He argues that the first tranche of $600 million was advanced to government because the country was in a difficult economic situation and needed emergency funding. Now, speaking to Joy Business, Professor Mensah said the IMF would like to see some action on debt reduction to send signals to the investor community.
Yeah, critically, the first tranche, let me put it was more or less an emergency tranche. It is a tranche that, the external or the IMF saw the dire consequence of our economy. And as a result of that, they had to relax some of the requirements. And so I believe that with the second tranche, they may strictly, keep to the requirements. And one of the requirements is to make sure that we reduce our debt burden. And remember, IMF does not lend to a country that is in debt distress. And so if your debt burden will be hindering, the possible benefits that you're supposed to, gain from the program, they may not go on to extend, the facility. So the first one is more or less a rescue, relief. And the subsequent ones, I believe they'll go strictly by what is all.
You have economist Professor Lord Mensah. You're listening to the Joy Business Report. In other news, the independent power producers will convene an emergency meeting tomorrow, the 27th of July, to strategize on how to retrieve some of the debt owed them by the government. Joy Business understands that the debt is expected to hit $2.2 billion by the end of July. The IPPs, we further learn, are unhappy because the government has breached its promise to settle part of the debt. The IPPs had threatened to stop supplying power to the national grid if the government failed to fulfill part of the obligation to them. It took the intervention of the managing director of the Electricity Company of Ghana to stop the planned withdrawal of power to the national grid after a promise to settle some of the debt. The action could have led to power fluctuations, public hoarding, so as the 6 IPPs produced 210 megawatts of power. Now, the European Union, as part of moves to strengthen its economic partnership with Ghana, has joined the International Trade Center to provide support for coffee farmers in Ghana and other African countries. The move forms part of an initiative by the 2 global partners to promote sustainable farming and open up opportunities for farmers. According to the first Counselor of Trade for the EU delegation to Ghana office, Raphael Kweto, this initiative will ensure that Ghanaian farmers benefit from some added value on coffee products and market access in the EU.
We want to make sure that the partnership that we have is real partnership, so that European importers, producers, traders, actors in the sector of coffee can really partner with the Ghanaian companies, in particular with the Ghanaian farmers, which I think is the key sector that we want to support in this project, and also the other actor in the areas. So we have the traders, we have the marketing people, we have the roasters also, which I think is important for making sure that the added value is kept in Ghana, so that Ghana benefit of the value addition of the coffee sector.
Raphael Kweto, the first Counselor of Trade for the EU delegation to Ghana office. Now, this morning, becoming a playwright was not his original dream. However, Latif Abubakar is taking theatre in Ghana to another level. Today on the Joy Business Van, we head to Globe Productions, where Latif and his team are not just producing plays to make money, but impacting society with their storylines. If anyone told
theatre was driven by my passion for entrepreneurship.
Along the way, Latif and his team thought, why not pick up a product in the entertainment industry? Theatre at the time seemed less exploited. That was 2008.
Nobody was doing massive theatre at the national scene. As at 2007, 2008, nobody was doing theatre. I mean, national theatre actually does some performances, but it's those dry kind of performance where you go there and you see just 50 people in a 1,500 auditorium or 100 people in a 1,500 auditorium. So we felt that let's commercialize theatre properly and then let's champion that cause.
Globe Productions started work on its first play.
You are asking me what I am doing here. If you don't tell me what is going on between the two of you, I will break your neck and...
Story continues. Full episode 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report, 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. Don't miss it. Before we go, let's check the markets for you this morning. Let's begin with the currency market. The dollar going for 11 cedis 68 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 20 pesos. The euro going for 12 cedis 85 pesos on the commodity market. Crude oil open trading at $83 a barrel after increasing from yesterday's trading. Gold lost marginally, selling this morning at $1,963 an ounce. Cocoa trading at $3,470 a ton after going up by $53. There's more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Head there for the day's latest business stories, myjoyonline.com facebook.com/business. And here's Winston with more of the Super Morning Show. Good morning, Winston.
Good morning, Daryl. How are you doing?
I'm good. You?
God is taking care of his children. As you can see.
As I can see, right?
Well, everything is going on well.
Yeah.
We're not complaining.
Yeah.
We're around.
Yeah, everything's going on well.
Well, look.
It seems, but
I'm sure you may have, monitored this particular lecture. But if you didn't, let me just share something with you. Listen to this.
It is not difficult to see that the sort of democracy we practice, a Santa Claus democracy, has brought us here. We were promised transparency and accountability in the Fourth Republic. Rather, this is where we are. A dense and opaque conspiracy for extraction of loot hangs above our heads.
I like the extraction of loot a bit.
But if you like that one, I'm going to play some more. But let me just read this one. It says, every government of the Fourth Republic, every political party when in power, promises an agricultural revolution, a step up in production of food. Then nothing much happens. The miracle leads nowhere. Now, Plenty of Food and Jobs is just another example. The latest in a string of miracles that, if I may borrow Chinua Achebe's description of Shehu Shagari's agricultural policies, gave much food for thought, but nothing for the stomach.
I like the play on words, but also love the truth. Because that's the truth
here.
Yeah.
Today, food inflation is over 40%. And let me just do this. I mean, look,
and it shouldn't be the case. I mean,
relax.
Okay,
relax. I just want to do something, because look, this is a very important conversation that we must have. All of us, we must have this all-important conversation, okay? Mm-hmm. Because we seem to be taking a lot of things for granted in our country, and Yaun Sako is doing just that by reminding all of us what is expected of us as a people. So I have with me here the June inflation, okay, and there's a part that talks about areas that we must focus on. Okay, it will tell you. Okay, so it says that, for instance, when it comes to even palm oil, zomi,
mm-hmm.
the rate of inflation year on year is 98%.
Wow,
98%. Even dog meat is 102%. Fish, 90%. Herrings, smoked herrings, 82%. Garden eggs is 81.2%. Yes, you heard right. Tomatoes, fresh, 71%. Coconut oil, 70.5%. This is Ghana.
And these are, for instance, garden eggs, tomatoes. These are things that we should be able to grow in abundance in the country. Have an excess of them.
Oh, yes. I mean, these are things we've talked about. And see, Yaun Sako is right. You know what we do? We play on words all the time. The slogans are there. Every day we're chanting slogans. But the real work...
And bringing up big projects.
Yes.
That sound nice to the ear,
fact,
but we are not able to.
Let me go to page
carry
7.
Them through.
Let me go to page 7. I mean, I noted this page. I want to share something with you. Later on, we'll get into a lot of these discussions. We'll get into all of these discussions. Okay, I mean, look, if you look at them, we keep talking and talking and talking, but nothing just happens in this country. I mean,
the sad reality.
Yes. We are saddened. Every day we're talking. It says, look, much of Africa subscribes to, it says that with characteristic integrity, Amitya Sen, okay, I mean, anybody who studied economics knows him. He says, the gross domestic product is a very poor indicator of the quality of life. It does not take note of many things that make life livable. For example, the availability of healthcare or the quality of the environment. That's on page 9. It says, yet much of Africa subscribes to such thinking. So much so that we agreed at the behest of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank to effectively defund tertiary education on our continent at one point. And he calls this a nonsensical policy direction, if there was ever one. Look, we'll bring you bits and pieces of this. You should, read the full one. You would love every bit of it. Thank you very much, Darokwa. It says the policies gave so much food for thought, but not food for the stomach. I like that one. It's much food for thought.
It's apt.
But not food for the stomach. That is the situation we find ourselves in this country. That is our reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, but also coming up this morning, we're having a conversation about adolescent mental health, and you'll be shocked, by the statistics, particularly when it comes to those who even contemplate suicide because of the bullying they suffered earlier in life. We'll tell you more about that here on the Super Morning Show. Now, time for the inspirational song for today, brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows, and is blessed by Fred Hammond.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We've got lots in the papers today, but of course, we'll start from the beginning, won't we?
Yes, from our Drive Safe campaign, brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel, be visible, drive with your lights on at night, and that's how you drive safe.
Let's go for Say It Right is brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks, and Societe General Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
It's Wednesday, the middle day, hump day, the fourth day of the week. Call it whatever you want, but don't call it Wednesday. 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 The word is pronounced a little bit differently from its spelling, and that's what trips us up sometimes. Just try to remember the first D and the second E are silent. So it's Wednesday, not Wednesday. Now, did you know that Wednesday was named after the Norse god Odin? It was originally called Woden's Day in Old English, and it slowly evolved into the delightfully confusing Wednesday that we have today. But we will not remain confused any longer, will we? We now know how to say it right.
And that's how you say it right.
Wednesday, I mean, I had a friend who used to say wedding day. You know? No, that was a nice way of saying it, wedding day. So you know those days that when they take a picture of you, they have to go and wash it and bring it to you. Not like today that So he says, "Oh, when will you get your picture? Wedding day."
Now I want to meet your friends.
You want to meet them? Someday you will meet them.
Not all of them. I don't want to know the guy who closes the light. All right, listen. Let's get into the newspapers. The news review, as always, brought to us by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank, a year strong, a year tough.
But Kojo, before we continue, we told you about the lecture yesterday by an amalgam of professional bodies.
Yes.
And the speaker was Yaon Sakun, who in delivering that speech, wanted to be known as just Yaon Sakun, a citizen. Of course, in his previous life, he's worked with Unilever, but he wants to be known as Yaon Sakun, who is a citizen.
Yes.
And he makes a point that I actually, read out. Just listen to this part again.
Every government of the Fourth Republic, every political party when in power, promises an agricultural revolution, a step up in production of food. Then nothing much happens. The miracle leads nowhere. The much vaunted planting for food and jobs is just another example. The latest in a string of miracles that, if I may borrow Chinua Achebe's description of Shehu Shagari's agricultural policies, gave much food for thought, but nothing for the stomach. As though to set us off in this discussion tonight,
More and more of the amazing sound bites.
You know
from
what
that
occurred
lecture.
to me? Uncle Ebo already gives enough food for thoughts.
Yeah, but these policies give food for thought and
We
not
don't
one for
need
the stomach.
government to add.
But you see, in that lecture, I just share something with you, Kojo. I like to quote verbatim so that I don't add anything. He starts with the fact that during his days at the University of Ghana, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, they used to say "man moye." You know what that means? So more like man must eat. Good. Now he says in June 2023, a research taken by April Partners found out that in Ghana, listen to this carefully, 68% of the population, that's 23 million people, belong to the low-income families. And in these families, given the figure I'm about to quote, were released in June 2023, they are therefore very fresh. Life is indeed tough. On the average, their total household income per day is only 11 euros. That is 140 Ghana cedis per day. Total household income. On this meager sum for an entire family, they must keep body and soul together and meet all their earthly needs. And then heaven too comes calling for a bit of this through some extortionate faith leaders that have no mercy when it comes to milking people for money. About 50% of this 11 euros a day is spent on food alone. Let me put it in cities. About 50% of this 140 Ghana cities, so that's 70 cities, is spent on food alone. All else must fit into what remains. Therefore, to survive and cope when a country like ours allows general inflation to hit 54%, and at the time now it's about 42.5%, and food inflation around 54%, 90%, it says in 2022, 90% of parents in these households have changed their eating patterns. 39% of them skip meals themselves so their children can have something to eat. Listen to this. 39%. 36 of them mix more expensive products with cheaper ones in order to make the meal go farther. 32% of parents in the low income category, the overwhelming majority in Ghana, bear in mind, reduce the amounts eaten by each person at meal times, and 24% serve the cheapest possible food. This is Ghana, a country whose inflation hit 54% in 2022, with food inflation at the time at 59.7% in 2022. This is a country that has implemented planting for food and jobs since 2017. This is a country that implemented one village, one dam in northern Ghana. And with the help of Jojo Kobna, we know how thirsty those dams have become. The question you ask is, what is wrong with us? Anyway, let's continue.
The most heartbreaking part of it is that those who implemented these schemes insist that they succeeded.
Well, yes, they insist that it succeeded, but I mean, if that was heartbreaking, let me just tell you that, it says, according to the April Partners Report, 94% of these low-income families are aware of and would like to enjoy chocolate drink. They know and would love, 91% know and would love milk, and 86% love and know Cerelac. But the reality, they can't have them. Let's get into the newspapers.
All right, let's start with the Finder newspaper. On the front page, President appoints Freda Prempeh to replace Cecilia Dapa. And on the police investigations, or with the case with Cecilia Dapa, it says police submit docket to AG as OSP expands scope of investigation. So we know the Attorney General's office, according to this write-up, is likely to ask the police to expand the scope of investigations to cover original source of the money stolen by the house helps. Now, the question I ask is, isn't that what the Office of the Special Prosecutor is also doing?
It's a fair question. Although, if you think about it, the Office of the Special Prosecutor investigates corruption, right? That's their mandate, corruption and corruption-related offenses. Money, the money in the house, this, however much it was, the corruption is not the only illegal way that money could have been acquired. It could have been from a bank robbery, right? It could have been from money laundering. It could have been from any other crime that is not corruption. Now, the CID was originally seized with matters regarding this money when the complaint was made to them about the robbery, the burglary, the stealing, right? It's not robbery.
It's stealing.
It's stealing, yes. So they were originally seized with the matter. So it is not the same job, right? OSP can investigate corruption and corruption-related offenses only. So they have arrested Cecilia Dapa on suspicion of corruption. They suspect that the money is from corruption. So they are investigating that, okay? But the original matter of stealing did not establish the source of the money. So the Attorney General says, okay, if you want to try this case, establish the source of the money.
All right, it's not convincing to some of us because, of course, OSP would also establish the source of the money before determining whether or not it came out of some corrupt practice or not. But anyway, we wait to see. Senor Jose is no longer convener of individual bondholders. You probably have seen that letter.
What happened?
He's resigned.
Reasons?
Oh, he says he will not have that time and resources, to carry out the duty as convener. And so,
but at least, I mean, they were getting into a demonstration. They got the Ministry of Finance to make payments, all that were due at the time. And of course, he's indicated that, yes, you're right, he may have to do other things. He has a lot on his hands. So I'm sure others would take over.
And he says he's achieved a lot with the group, with the forum.
Yeah.
So it's time to walk. Anti-corruption measures not yielding result, according to Dr. Ankran. Parliament repeals death penalty. There's a lot on that in your paper.
Yes, in the Daily Graphic that says death penalty scrapped. And so Parliament has passed the Criminal Offences Amendment Bill 2022 into law abolishing the death penalty from the statute books. When assented to by President Akufo-Addo, the new law will amend the Criminal Offences Act 1960, Act 29, to change the punishment of death penalty to life imprisonment and to provide for related matters. Now, this was a private member's bill initiated by the NDC Member of Parliament for Medina, Francis Xavier Susu, and its objective is to reform the criminal justice system of Ghana to meet the needs of an emerging society and other country to the League of Nations that has removed the capital punishment. Yes, so...
this was, I think, private members' bill and
yes.
other matters. This was what we're hoping the 8th Parliament would do. We're disappointed with many other things, but I think on this note, we have to congratulate Francis Xavier Susu.
Yes, and while congratulating him, to be fair, Professor Michael Quay, then Speaker of the 7th Parliament, championed the private members' bill. And the first one was passed when he was Speaker. He had always indicated that he wanted to see private members' bills being, brought to the floor. Because initially we had concerns about Article 108, whether it wasn't going to, be a charge on the consolidated fund. But of course, once that was cleared, because the law says in the minds of the one presiding, he encouraged a lot of them, and that's where we are today. President appoints Sanitation Minister, 2 others. Accra hosts the Africa Women Children Conference, August 2. AG to prosecute a DeSado student is also here. And it says that, the police have initiated investigations for possible prosecution in a case in which a student of a DeSado college is seen bullying a fellow student in a viral video. Now, the action of the police is on the advice of the Office of the Attorney General after the issue became public. The police yesterday visited the school premises as part of its investigations with the principal state attorney from the Office of the Attorney General, Vincent Nyinaku, who is in charge of the Central Region. Back page, manhunt for Kumasi Bokuba's attackers, and Northern Region benefits from free medical care.
Now, here are 2 stories that I missed on page 4 in the Finder. Ken Ofori-Atta, Finance Minister, we're told will hold a meeting with MPs on Friday. This is ahead of the mid-year budget review and economic policy statement of the government. And then 3
it's nice
students...
to see them working together, isn't it?
Well, 3 students from the WA Technical Institute in the WA municipality of the Upper West region have been apprehended by the police for allegedly attacking their headmaster. So they attacked their headmaster, their housemaster, I beg your pardon, yesterday. This was when he was reportedly going on his routine monitoring visit. Yeah, but police is handling this matter. All right, the Daily Guide newspaper is also reporting on this issue of Freda Prempeh taking over as sanitation minister. Parliament repeals death penalty. Nigerian gets 10 years for cocaine. Supreme Court throws out Kwesen again. This was a review application, and we all know to get the Supreme Court to review its own decision is always a really tough one. Kufuor told me I'll go far. Who says that? That's Dr. Baumia. Why he's telling us something that happened many years ago? Well,
Kufuor said a lot of things to many persons around this time, isn't it?
But it's useful for you to reveal it now.
Well, of course it is.
Especially when you're speaking to delegates.
Yeah, because...
Don't I sometimes say things that I was told when I was a child?
No, I'm going to do something. And you see...
people pa.
Oh, no, hold on a second. So you realize that... within the NPP, as much as the NPP would not, accept this, you'd have elements who are loyal to J. Kufuor, and you have elements who are loyal to Nana Akufo-Addo. They'll say they agree on their policies. I don't know what ideologies there are anyway. So I'd say those who are loyal to these two. And so you've heard Alan Tremanting, for instance, say, Nana Akufo-Addo told me. Let me tell you what Kufuor told me. You'll be president after me. So if he says that, what do you also do? You must also.
Someday I'll
something
go
must
to
happen.
you.
Yeah.
Anyway, said I'll go far.
Yes.
But he did. Now, has he not gone far? Vice President,
of course he has.
So why are you laughing?
Anyway, let me get to the.
I don't understand.
Oh no, but I'm only saying that's politics.
Oh, I'm just fascinated. I mean, it's just the timeliness.
That's politics for you. The new Crusading Guide, social protection programs high on government's priorities. As mid-year budget review moves to Monday, Freda Prempeh takes over from Cecilia Dapa as Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources. IGP's leak tape saga, Speaker sets up 7-member committee to probe and says Ghana's daily struggles beyond the headlines. Let's get into the online news review.
It's brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good energy.
And make life easy on the go with a Zenith Visa or MasterCard today. Conveniently shop online, make purchases at retail outlet locally and internationally, and effect transactions on ATMs here in Ghana and abroad, all with your Zenith Visa and MasterCard. Don't just hear about it, experience it. Get your Zenith Visa or MasterCard today and experience the true convenience of card payments. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Okay, so on our newly designed My Joy Online page, some interesting stories here. On Sakon still punching hard. Where is the Akufo-Addo that led the Kumipreko demonstration? He asks. Go read that very fascinating article. But also, very interestingly, please, NDC leadership pays courtesy call on Kojo Bonsu.
Yes.
What's going on there?
Oh no, Kojo Bonsu contested John Mahama. So I mean, it's nice around this time to bring all on board.
Okay.
He's still an aspiring.
No.
He's not.
No.
Okay.
Interesting, eh? One of these days we have to have a conversation about Mahama's options for running mate. Yes. We have to talk about that because that's another interesting one. Okay, let's go for the BBC News. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Log On Voice. Experience seamless business management.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money, oh. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit, oh. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120 gram pack?
There's a 120 gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120 gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
Whether I'm passing by the food market, visiting the salon, or filling up my tank for a spontaneous adventure with old friends in a new city, when asked, cash or card, it's always card for me. I switched from cash to card for all my payments with MasterCard. Now I get to do what I enjoy with ease.
Switch from cash to card for all your payments with MasterCard. MasterCard, the secure and convenient way to pay.
Nyamidia Apartments, the first master planned community in Ghana, is offering a 20% discount on all units. 2 and 3 bedroom apartments ready to move in today. Strategically located a short drive from the Tema Motorway roundabout towards Community 25. Call us now and the first 10 will get an additional 5% discount. Use the promo code Nyamidia23. Terms and conditions apply. Contact number 0551 435 555. Nyamidia Apartments, affordable luxury homes for everyone.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex tank. Syntex tank, stress-free. Syntex tank, reliable. Syntex tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Of his community by converting an 1896 cocoa plantation into a chocolate manufacturing enterprise.
The child there. Okay. So I've seen the statement from the Ghana Education Service. This thing is heartbreaking, honestly, the more I think about it. Because you can't help but imagine your children in that situation. You can't help it, right? Because your kids go to school with other kids. So this could happen to your child. You can't help it. And the statement from the Ghana Education Service, I mean, one good thing about it is that it's kind of a very swift, reaction. Okay, so they are saying that their attention has been drawn to the video. They are concerned. They condemn the act of violence. They applaud the school authorities for taking swift action. Apparently, the culprit, and it's culprit singular, right? Culprit has been suspended pending further investigation. Regional Director of Education is going to liaise with the school authorities and law enforcement to investigate for appropriate action, and they are assuring everybody that they are taking the matter seriously. But culprit, that's where my concern is, because there wasn't one culprit.
I agree.
All the people who were standing around and laughing, including the person who was filming it. I mean, I don't condemn the filming. If you see something bad happening and you can film it, please film it.
That's the evidence. Otherwise,
So I don't condemn the filming, but this guy was filming it for fun. He was laughing along and running commentary while his fellow student was being brutalized. That's a culprit. That's a culprit. And for him to not be apparently mentioned in this is concerning. I want to know what happened to the culprit. All the culprits, not just the guy who had him in a headlock and banged his head on the bed in such a horrifying manner. I'm just thinking about it, and it's made me think twice about so many things, right? My son is at that stage where the decision has to be made. Whether he's going to go, to what's it called, the old system, secondary school, or Cambridge system, or whatever. The options are available to him. And I'm a proud Absunian. I would love my child to have the experience of secondary school that I had. But is that the best thing for him? If these things can happen in our schools still, is that the best thing for him? And let's be real, we all saw examples of this. Maybe not as horrifying as this video looks, but we all saw examples of bullying. Tremendous bullying. There was a guy who had it was like Guantanamo Bay torture. They put a plastic bag over his head in Ogasco.
For real?
Put a plastic bag over his head until he couldn't breathe. Then they cut a hole for him to suck air through his mouth. Then they did it again and again and again and again. Somebody's child.
Look, I'm happy we're talking about this today. And the reason I say I'm happy is not because that young man had to go through the torture he went through. Because most of the times we pretend everything is all right in our schools.
Yes.
We have become the society that, acts in this way. An ad hoc society. There's a problem. We all get up. Yeah, this is it. Then we go back to sleep. Today, if I were to ask you, or I were to ask anybody to tell me their experience in secondary school, there would be a lot in our boarding houses. Look, there were people who went, and there was what we used to call space when I was in Mali school. The wardrobe and, the ceiling is, the space there is very, such as a small space. Now, you're expected to stand there with your back against the ceiling. There are times you could stand there for hours when you're set free,
You can't walk.
you can't walk. The people who hanged shatters, they count them 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold it with your feet on the other, and you're hanging like this, praying to your God that you don't fall. And that is a terrible thing. Look, the pains we went through, having to kneel, around the beds of our seniors, singing lullaby for them to sleep.
Really?
Oh yes. Look, and we're told that when I have a good dream, go and sleep. I say, senior, how will I know I'm having a good dream? So when I do, and it means I'm having a good dream. Then you can go and sleep.
Oh God, thank you for my grandmother.
Look,
I didn't have to go to boarding school.
the times you had to kneel for the whole night, which we termed Hokoji, because the Hokoji bell rings at 5 a.m. So you're on your knees. And when you hear the 5 a.m. bell, it means you can get up, go and bath, and go to school. We have been through a lot, and people still go through a lot in our secondary schools. If the boys are to tell you what they've been through, we will be shocked. And I am happy today that the Ghana educator is appointing a dean of discipline or whatever. But again, what is he or she going to do? The point is that we must begin to train the children right from the home. My father told me that when he was a teacher at Augustine's, any student who molested the other as a housemaster, St. Teresa's house, made sure the guy was taken to the disciplinary committee and demonized. So he reminded me that if you go and do save me, I won't come. So you walk through and do the right things. In fact, there were times I used to write letters, and that those masters that I sent them the letters for permission, to even do other things are still alive who could say. But for me, this is the point. It's time all of us as a society, particularly from our homes, begin to teach our children that it is not all right beating another. Why do we think that when you were a wicked man, like there was a senior we had, they called him the beast, who had promised he was going to punish me, but God being so good, he was demonized before the punishment. Why can you be treating students like that? It wasn't
go
easy.
ahead, use children, because most of these
Look,
are children.
Look, people, the youngest guy in our group was 12 years.
That's a child.
At the time, he was 12 years.
That's a child.
And that guy, imagine, he being whipped every day, punished, doing space. He's in space. They call him space. You are in space. And you hang shutter. How can you?
So you see, innocent
in fact,
parents.
one of my friends went to hide in a dustbin. Oh yes.
Look, as for the story, Mama,
So
you didn't go. Look,
No, I did
let me
not,
tell you,
and
you know,
I thank God for that.
Look,
but I think these
there was a senior
situations, they should be reported to the police.
Mama B, there was a senior, right? My friends and I were playing football. I kicked the ball, and this senior was sitting by the football pitch with his girlfriend from town, and I kicked the ball and it hit the girlfriend in the face. You know what this senior did to me? Took me to the bathroom and gave me a bar of key soap and said I should bath with that key soap till it's finished. Do you know who came to save me? Do you know who came to stop? Because I bathed about half of the bar.
Really?
Do you know who came to save me? Tagore. Tagore.
Oh wow.
He came to save me. God knows what lingering effects that thing has had on my skin. You've got a dread.
Key soap.
Key soap.
What you use for butter? You use key soap for butter.
Yeah.
All of you know butter.
And it was from my own chop box too.
Key soap. Oh no.
Barter system.
Barter system.
Okay.
No key soap. When you don't have any money, you go and use the key soap for butter.
Key soap was currency.
Boys,
He took it from my own chop box and made me bath with it. Half of the bar was gone.
So no, we must stop these things.
But
it must start from the home. It must start from the home. Because don't go but you see, while it must start from the home, the schools must also try as much as possible to stop it. Because if you don't, they come to school and feel that it's all right. Because sometimes when you think about the pains you went through, Charlie, the pains you had to endure just to get to the final year,
But sometimes these kids are also people who are bullied from home, right?
Yes.
So they are punished. And because they can't retaliate, because they can't do anything, when they go to school now, they become seniors, they feel that they can also do what's been happening to them to other people. I don't know, we have to look at it from all these angles.
You see,
but this must stop.
hurt people.
This must stop. Yeah.
So what are we doing? The child, yeah. Okay. So I've seen the statement from the Ghana Education Service. This thing is heartbreaking, honestly. The more I think about it, because you can't help but imagine your children in that situation. You can't help it, right? Because your kids go to school with other kids. So this could happen to your child. You can't help it. And the statement from the Ghana Education Service, I mean, one good thing about it is that it's kind of a very swift, reaction. Okay, so they are saying that their attention has been drawn to the video. They are concerned. They condemn the act of violence. They applaud the school authorities for taking swift action. Apparently, the culprit, and it's culprit singular, right? Culprit has been suspended pending further investigation. Regional Director of Education is going to liaise with the school authorities and law enforcement to investigate for appropriate action, and they are assuring everybody that they are taking the matter seriously. But culprit, that's where my concern is, because there wasn't one culprit.
I agree.
All the people who were standing around and laughing, including the person who was filming it. I mean, I don't condemn the filming. If you see something bad happening and you can film it, please film it.
That's the evidence. Otherwise,
So I don't condemn the filming. But this guy was filming it for fun. He was laughing along and running commentary while his fellow student was being brutalized. That's a culprit. That's a culprit. And for him to not be apparently mentioned in this is concerning. I want to know what happened to the culprit. All the culprits, not just the guy who had him in a headlock and banged his head on the bed in such a horrifying manner. I'm just thinking about it, and it's made me think twice about so many things. Right? My son is at that stage where the decision has to be made. Whether he's going to go, to what's it called, the old system, secondary school, or Cambridge system, or whatever. The options are available to him. And I'm a proud Absunian. I would love my child to have the experience of secondary school that I had. But is that the best thing for him? If these things can happen in our schools still, is that the best thing for him? And let's be real, we all saw examples of this. Maybe not as horrifying as this video looks, but we all saw examples of bullying. Tremendous bullying. There was a guy who had it was like Guantanamo Bay torture. They put a plastic bag over his head in Augusto.
For real?
Put a plastic bag over his head until he couldn't breathe. Then they cut a hole for him to suck air through his mouth. Then they did it again and again and again and again. Somebody's child.
Look, I'm happy we're talking about this today. And the reason I say I'm happy is not because that young man had to go through the torture he went through. Because most of the times we pretend everything is all right in our schools.
Yes.
We have become the society that, acts in this way. An ad hoc society. There's a problem. We all get up. Yeah, this is it. Then we go back to sleep. Today, if I were to ask you, or I were to ask anybody to tell me their experience in secondary school, there would be a lot in our boarding houses. Look, there were people who went, and there was what we used to call space when I was in Mali school. The wardrobe and, the ceiling is, the space there is very, such as a small space. Now, you're expected to stand there with your back against the ceiling. There are times you could stand there for hours. When you're set free, you can't walk. The people who hanged shutters, they count them 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold it with your feet on the other, and you're hanging like this, praying to your God that you don't fall. And that is a terrible thing. Look, the pains we went through, having to kneel, around the beds of our seniors, singing lullaby for them to sleep.
Really?
Oh yes. Look, and we're told that when I have a good dream, Go and sleep. I say, senior, how will I know I'm having a good dream? So when I do, it means I'm having a good dream. Then you can go and sleep.
Oh God, thank you for my grandmother.
Look,
I didn't have to go to boarding school.
the times you had to kneel for the whole night, which we termed Hopoji, because the Hopoji bell rings at 5 a.m. So you're on your knees. And when you hear the 5 a.m. bell, it means you can get up, go and bath, and go to school. We have been through a lot, and people still go through a lot in our secondary schools. If the boys are to tell you what they've been through, we will be shocked. And I am happy today that the Ghana educator is appointing a dean of discipline or whatever. But again, what is he or she going to do? The point is that we must begin to
Selassie every time. Churchill, you're happier.
Oh, I mean, this reminds me of the good old days, you know. Yeah, the good old days. Yeah.
Which good old days? Was it like when you and Haile Selassie were in
No, you know,
school?
when I was performing at entertainment when I was in Mali school.
Hey, Radzi.
Yeah. As entertainment prefect. But that's
Back
been
in the
confirmed.
1900s.
But that's been confirmed. Mali school was established in 1950, by the way. That's been confirmed, you know, for all of those.
And he was there for that.
For all of those who saw me performing.
Zion College is older than Mauli School.
Yes.
And Winston is older than both of them.
But that's why Mali School is the first secondary school in British Togoland. You see, people confuse that to mean that in the Volta region.
We're the first in the Volta region, Zion College.
Yes, you're the first in the Volta, but Mali School is the first in British Togoland and the first government-assisted school in the Volta region.
And Winston
That is so forced.
And Winston
It is not forced. It is the only school to have been discussed at the UN before it was built in Ghana.
And Winston was the first Rastafarian in British Togoland.
We're not forcing it. Okay, Mama V, it's the only school to have been discussed at the UN before it was established here in Ghana.
Boy.
It's not an easy school, just so you know.
UN Mauli School.
No, I'm just providing information. That's all.
And you were there for the discussions?
Others were there. Others were there making the case for the establishment of the school. So why not?
All right, listen, we've got quite a big roster today. We've got very important conversations. And of course, Yao Nsakon's comments in the lecture delivered yesterday were phenomenal. Very interesting thoughts shared. Listen to this.
It is not difficult to see that the sort of democracy we practice, a Santa Claus democracy, has brought us here. We were promised transparency and accountability in the Fourth Republic. Rather, this is where we are. A dense and opaque conspiracy for extraction of loot hangs above our heads. Every government of the Fourth Republic, every political party when in power, promises an agricultural revolution, a step up in production of food. Then nothing much happens. The miracle leads nowhere. The much vaunted planting for food and jobs is just another example. The latest in a string of miracles that, if I may borrow Chinua Achebe's description of Shehu Shagari's agricultural policies, gave much food for thought, but nothing for the stomach.
Hey, punches.
And Kojo, you know, there are more. And later on in the show, would play fully the letter to President Akufo-Addo. I'm sure you've seen that letter to President Akufo-Addo.
Fantastic.
And you would love that. So just stay with us. We'll bring you his full letter to President Akufo-Addo.
You know what? We've been asking to hear the voice of the middle class, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Well, looks like they are speaking now, aren't they?
And the reason it's refreshing is because a lot of people can relate.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess this will be letters that people would want to write to Mr. President.
Yeah. Actually, use the hashtag JoySMS and tell us if you could write like one sentence letter to the president. What would that sentence say?
Dear President, comma.
And then what would you follow it with? Complete this sentence. Dear Mr. President, comma. Okay, it's a Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Also, we're looking at the very direct and disturbing correlation between bullying and suicide. Studies have shown that, look, it is a very big causal factor. We really need to have a conversation that starts to bring this menace to an end.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up,
How do you know your company, school, church, association, union, foundation, civil society, organization, partnership, business name, and professional body can be sanctioned or stricken off the register for failure to file your annual returns or renew your businesses? Don't be a victim. File your annual returns and renew your businesses to be in good standing with Office of the Registrar of Companies. The fee for filing of annual returns is 90 Ghana cedis per year and 600 Ghana cedis flat for penalty or penalty rate when in default. So proprietorships should renew their business name by dialing the short code *222# and follow the prompt to make payments on the ghana.gov.gh payment platform at a fee of 60 Ghana cedis per year. The renewal of a partnership is 90 Ghana cedis. Professional bodies are to renew each professional member of their professional body at a fee of 30 Ghana cedis annually. Call the Office of the Registrar of Companies on 0302 666 081 or 055 765 3130. You can send WhatsApp or Telegram, or let's get interactive on social media at ORC Ghana. You can visit the Office of the Registrar of Companies on this their website orc.gov.gh /grgd.gov.gh. ORC, here to serve.
Now, the Sukasa Ograndson Community's affordable luxury housing project is now rolling out its affordable housing units on sale for 3-bedroom units with an outhouse starting at $97,500 or its prevalent CD equivalent. It's also got 4-bedroom units with an outhouse starting at $195,000 or prevalent CD equivalent. Of course, they're offering various convenient payment options. Their projects are presently at East Legon Hills and Aimensa sites, and you can find them at Lagos Avenue in East Legon. You can call 030-296-0865, or you can send a WhatsApp to 055-369-7886 for your inquiries. You can also reach them via email at info@sukasa.com.gh and on all social media handles as SukasaGH. Sukasa, building on trust.
So make big savings, sign on to the fantastic 4 Republic Bank Visa credit cards, Business Infinite Edition or Classic. Enjoy great discounts from our partner merchants, global Visa partners with cashback rewards and interest-free days. Win a staycation at Aqua Safari, dinner for 2, and loads of consolation prizes. And the Republic Bank Tap to Pay credit card promo reloaded. Live the soft life. We got you. New card holders are welcome. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Why burden yourself to build when you can buy ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom executive houses located at Tema Community 25? Built with the finest building materials and supervised by top-notch professional architects with flexible payment terms. Welcome to a breathtaking development from Selma Court, located at Tema Community 25. It's just about 55 minutes drive from Kotoka International Airport. Now, this ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom development comes with beautifully fitted kitchen, spacious dining hall, and master bedrooms, and there's a large sitting area next to the guest washroom and spacious compound. We give you a 20% discount if you reserve before 30th September 2023. You can reserve with as low as $5,000 CDs equivalent. Don't miss out to grab this golden opportunity to be your own landlord today. Call Selma Court on 0249 399932 or visit the website is selmacourtghana.com for more information.
All right, so Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited reminds you to go check out their website and do some shopping. You can pay via Momo for anything you like, and they will deliver to your home or office, all in very good time. Free delivery for Accra and Tema residents, and of course, terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So we know that times are hard, and one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash. Whether it's cash to pay the bills or for your kids' school fees, your home improvement, or your building project, Societe Generale Ghana's got your back. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Yatiso Loans promo. SG Ghana is offering a discounted interest rate on its loans. Both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana is here to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 network outlets or call 0302-214-314 today. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Société Générale Ghana, the future is you.
And mark this date, Saturday 12th of August on your calendar. It will be a day for an incredible event happening on that day at all Toyota Ghana branches in Accra and Tema. Toyota Ghana is offering free vehicle diagnosis for all Toyota and Lexus models. Join them for a day filled with exciting offers. That's the 12th of August. It's a Saturday. Affordable oil change using Toyota Genuine Motor Oil. Thorough 60-point inspection-free diagnostics, discounted genuine Toyota spare parts and lubricants, vehicle valuation for a trade-in or cashback deal, Toyota Global Airbag Recall Campaign inspections, all happening on that day. Don't miss out on this. Make your way to any Toyota Ghana branch in Accra or Tema on Saturday, 12th of August, and unlock incredible benefits for your vehicle. For more details, please call Toyota Ghana on 0302 429 80125. Toyota, superior quality.
All right, so time now for the nutrition line from Nestle, and of course they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
We're here again to dazzle you and sprinkle beauty and shine on your morning. It's Nestle Nutrition Line, made for you with you in mind. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisoa. Welcome to the sweetest corner of the day. Today, we're discussing teeth whitening or teeth bleaching. Most of us are born with sparkling white teeth. With time, the teeth become stained by bacteria, foods, and vegetables. Some medication like antibiotics and colored liquids like coffee, tea, and red wine can also discolor teeth. Dentists offer cosmetic procedures to whiten teeth, and they achieve this by either bleaching the teeth or whitening them. Bleaching means the teeth can be whitened beyond their natural color. Whitening means restoring teeth to their original color by removing dirt. Bleaching teeth can have some side effects. It can make your teeth more sensitive, making it difficult to drink hot or cold foods or fluids. It can also lead to some pain and is not permanent. Drinking lots of water, using a whitening toothpaste, and regular dental checkups can minimize tooth discoloration. Time to part, sweet company, but do take good care of your teeth. It's the only set you've got. Standing by as always to hear from you, to work with your feedback. As you know by now, your feedback is precious, and you're the reason we're here every weekday morning. So do please get in touch and let's keep the conversations going. 0302 517 020 0302 211 880, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. For WhatsApp, SMS, or calls, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., the numbers are 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. You've got a beautiful smile, so use it a lot more today and draw good things your way. Enjoy the day and be blessed. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved. If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest-earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xBet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet.
Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Salah in his three-piece. Charlie, looking good, eh?
Anyway.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Are you responding to Salah?
Thank you.
Yes,
far
yes.
too kind.
But he knows it's his
He
name.
wasn't referring to me.
So who are you thanking?
Salamatu.
So who are you thanking?
Nyame Salamatu. You know that song?
Please, I don't know any song.
I
don't know any
What,
song.
Chasa? You don't know that song?
No, I don't.
Oh, baby, they now want
No problem. I still don't know it. I still don't know it.
You don't know Salamatu?
I still don't know it.
Which year?
I still don't know
it has Batman on it, so you can guess the year.
You mean Samini?
Batman.
When he was Batman.
When he was Batman.
That I was still in the village.
Salah, you were in
I didn't hear that song when he came out.
You were in Tumu.
Please. I said village.
Salah. Anyway, let's get into the birthday messages.
Which are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
And Franco Trading Enterprise, still
phone Papa Perfie.
Well, listen, Franco Trading Enterprise is your leading mobile phone, accessories, and electronic retail outlets. So purchase these items from them. Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, smart TVs ranging from 32 inches to 55. Tabletop fridges, Franco air condition. CCTV camera, monitor video anytime and anywhere on screen, display OSD menu, easy configuration, 3-in-1 video audio control, all in one composite signal, weatherproof and high reliability, and all other mobile phone brands and accessories from all our shops nationwide at a 40% discounted prices on our digital platforms. Please take notes. Do not pick any Franco Trading number on Google. If you want to get in touch with Franco Trading Enterprise, please call them on these numbers: 0246 422 338 or 055 5939 311, or download the Franco Trading app, which is on Google Play Store, or you can visit their website francotrading.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone papa pay.
Great. So let's see. This one from Citizen Atto says, "Happy 40th birthday to Emilia Atto, Senior Manager Ethics at MTN, from your husband, Nathaniel Atto, and the children, Nora Simon, Reina, and Jeremy. We are eternally grateful for God's goodness and love you." Citizen Atto. And this one says, "Kindly wish our son..."
Romantic
brother
Shatter.
Kindly wish our son Papayao Asamoah J of Alcid Academy a happy birthday with love. Wish him luxury of good health, and may he never fall short of God's blessings. It's from Kwajo, Patricia, and Irama. And it's a happy birthday to a big person at EcoBank, Regina Ofori. So let's give Regina a chaotic one there. It's a K. And it's from all of us here at the Multimedia Group to you, Regina Ofori of EcoBank. And also happy birthday to Professor Oko Abednego Fehi Amate, who's chairman of the Revival Outreach Church and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Professional Studies, Accra.
That's right.
Yes, that's the Vice Chancellor of UPSA, Professor Abednego Fehi Amate. May you remain blessed as always, and it's from Ransford to you.
Wardman Vice Chancellor.
All is well.
Yes, all is well. Yeah, no, he's a great man.
Yeah.
He's a great man. I admire him so much. Whenever I get to the school and I see him, like, we have good men in Ghana.
That's right. Say he's your BC.
The way Winston is overly praising the man.
It means he wants.
What are you saying?
He goes to
He
school
wants
there.
credit hours.
But he doesn't mark my script.
Me, I can see through people.
Oh, no, but he doesn't mark my script.
He's not marking script.
No.
He didn't say marking script. He
He's
said credit hours.
He's marking the script of the
He
one
doesn't mark
marking
my
your
script.
script.
Yeah?
He's marking the
Just that-
script of
you
the
see,
one
just that-
marking your script.
With the homework, that's an agent.
UPSA has shown.
Oh, you saw drink Kessie.
UPSA has shown how you can run a university in Ghana.
No problem.
They've
We haven't denied that.
Yes.
They have done he's done a
Yes.
fantastic
Yes,
job.
I'm
with
just
it. As for that
praising
one, there's no
him
doubt.
for doing a great
Exactly.
job.
Yes.
That it goes without saying that he's done a wonderful job.
Yes.
The way you are hammering on it.
It's his birthday.
Abba.
Please.
Allow for the fans.
Oh, let's continue.
Don't mind him. Listen, this one says, happy and blessed birthday to Frederica. Oh, there's no last name here. Frederica. Good health, long life, more wins and God's blessings. Stay blessed. It's from Mum and Junior. Very hard to identify when there's no last name. But Frederica, happy birthday to you. Okay.
And I think it's Andy Kankam's birthday, who's
really?
editor of The Informer.
Oh, yes.
So happy birthday to you, Andy Kankam.
All right.
Enjoy your day and let's meet later on. Maybe we can eat some wache.
Why not? Happy birthday to Andy Mensa, Kwame Odame, Job Owusu, Jonas Kweku, Ngosraba Eko Yankee, love the name. Israel Spencer, Abna Beduachre, Melvina Frimpong Manso, Ebo Quick, Magnus Haibo. Ooh, Charlie, so happy birthday to you. And Raphael Tete, Raf, long time no see.
So it's Emilia Atto's birthday, right?
Yes.
But it's also their 10th wedding anniversary. So Nat and Emilia Atto, happy anniversary to you.
10 years already.
Hey,
wait, the calculation is not calculating. Because I was at their wedding.
It is the 10th.
And I haven't been in Ghana for 10 years.
Maybe it's the 9th.
It's 9th.
Hey, Nats.
Yeah.
It is 10.
It can't be. I haven't been in Ghana for 10 years. But I was at their wedding. It was in 2014, I believe.
Okay, Nats, over to you. Is it 10 or 9? Me, I know it's 10.
We'll recalibrate. But right now, the Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance.
We secure your future.
1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV,
It's your moment. Okay, to all registered 1xBet players, we have something interesting just for you because your reliable bookmaker has just launched the Jackpot of the Week promotion, and you have a unique opportunity to get the weekly jackpot. Look for the conditions on the promo page, complete simple task, and get a chance to win a lump sum. We also remind you about the registration on the website or in the 1xBet app with the promo code GHJackpot to get a bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis.
Now, do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or you run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise? As a key decision maker in your business, we know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data, whether you're at work or on the go. Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. That key is Straight to Bank. Straight to Bank is a single access end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov. Facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, trade, and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
It's a new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo for Business today to accept payments for over 15 million Momo customers. All you need is a business registration certificate and your Ghana card. Applying to be MTN Momo Merchant has been made simple and fast. You just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You'll receive a reference number which you can use to track your application. So don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions from for your business with MTN Momo today. Note, the application is free, so don't pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store and App Store.
Now, have you heard about the Allianz for Life plan? It's an affordable life insurance policy you can get wherever you are. Simply dial *170# on MTN and select 5521, and voila, you and another life are covered for hospitalization and death. You also enjoy very low premium cashback every year and many more. Call Allianz Life Insurance on 0308 249 090. Visit our website on allianz-gh.com. It's Allianz for Life *170# on MTN Mato for life.
Okay, so could you, Nat's marriage anniversary is actually today's 10.
Nathaniel Ato?
You know.
Congratulations to him.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe there's a difference between the marriage and the wedding.
Possibly. Okay.
That is true. Good morning, all of you. It's time to bring you the Joy Sports Center with me, Fento Tahiru Fento. Welcome aboard this morning.
In Morocco, it's illegal to have a gay relationship. Do you have any gay players in your squad, and what's life like for them in Morocco?
Dangerous and unethical. Two of the words used to describe that question. A BBC reporter asked a Moroccan player at the FIFA Women's World Cup. The British broadcaster has now been forced to issue an apology. Details of that coming up later. But also this morning...
Let's go, son! Let's go! Let's go! Where's the sweet at? Which one? Let's go! My son! Excuse me, my son!
That's right, DJ Khaled, a very hyped DJ Khaled. His son was Lionel Messi's escort last night as Messi scored another brace and provided an assist in only his second game for Inter Miami. We'll get into that a little later, but first... Yes, there will be another page in the Ghana versus Nigeria rivalry on August 18th. When Ghana Premier League champions Midiama Sporting Club face up with Nigerian side Remo Stars in the preliminary stage of the CAF Champions League. Despite featuring 3 times in the CAF Confederation Cup, the encounter with Mediama will mark Remo Stars' debut in the CAF Champions League. Daniel Ogunmodede Precious is their head coach, and he is looking forward to the Ghana Challenge.
A private-owned club, a club in the same West African zone, and unfortunately, we couldn't get any information about them. The team compared to Heart of Oaks, compared to Ashanti Kotoko, Berekum Chelsea. Of course, like I told you, we were frightened because imagine you are playing against a team of a blind record. Like, you can't get their information. Is it?
Well, that's a Nigerian perspective there. What about Mediama? They are not confident the construction of their new 10,000-seater stadium in Takwa will be completed ahead of schedule. So instead, they will host Remo Stars in Cape Coast before traveling to Nigeria for the return leg on the weekend of August 25. Patrick Akoto is communications manager at Mediama. He doubts their change of venue to Cape Coast will negatively affect the club's performance.
We've always been very comfortable. Cape Coast has been a very fertile ground for us. We will continue to mobilize and whip up enthusiasm and get people to come to Cape Coast to support us. We are the torchbearer of this country as far as continental football is concerned. It is important that we engineer all the support right from the ministry to the Football Association.
That's Patrick Akoto there. Remo Stars themselves inaugurated a new 5,000-seater stadium in January this year. Dreams FC, they are MTN FA Cup champions. They play at the Theatre of Dreams, but they will not be based in Dawu for their debut in any CAF competition. The Accra Sports Stadium will host Game 2 of their CAF Confederation Cup preliminary round tie against Milo FC. Dreams will travel to Guinea for the first leg on the weekend of August 18 before playing the second leg in Accra the following weekend. Amini Shado is general manager of Dreams.
The big challenge. We've never competed at this level before. But when we were planning last season, we didn't factor playing in Africa. So it's a big jump, but it's a challenge that we embrace. We feel it serves as an opportunity for the players in particular to showcase their talent.
Yes, that's Amini Shado there. Let's do Women's World Cup now. And of course, there was a first taste of World Cup victory for the Philippines yesterday, and they did it in a big way, beating co-host New Zealand 1-0. Serena Boulding's early header proved the difference and blew wide open Group A. Here's the BBC's Katie Smith with all the permutations.
We've got Switzerland at the top of the group on 4 points, then New Zealand on 3, Philippines on 3, and remarkably Norway, who are pegged to top the group, at the bottom. So it means now with 1 game left to play, there is a real chance that Norway will be going home and that perhaps the Philippines will go instead of New Zealand. They play Norway in that final match. Ada Hegerberg, Norway's star striker as well, was injured, didn't play yesterday. So, if she's out again, it could be a big upset for the Philippines to make it through to the knockout stages.
Very interesting indeed. From there, Zambia, they are in action later today against Spain. Africa looking for its first win of the tournament there. In other games, though, Japan recorded a 2-0 win over Costa Rica, and they are on the brink of qualifying to the next round. Canada take on the Republic of Ireland at 12 p.m. today. Elsewhere, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has lauded Australia and New Zealand for record-breaking Women's World Cup tournaments so far. The tournament is already a resounding success just 6 days into the competition. Thanks to record attendances, more than 1.5 million tickets sold, competitive matches, and a festive atmosphere in the 2 host nations. The 42,000 fans who attended New Zealand's opening night defeat of Norway in Auckland was an all-time high for a football match for women or men in that country, while the 75,000 fans in Sydney for Australia's match against the Republic of Ireland was the highest attendance at a FIFA Women's World Cup game for 24 years. Infantino has thanked the 2 host nations for their efforts in raising the profile of women's football to an unprecedented level on the global scale.
Incredible. After the first match day, we can already say that this is definitely the greatest FIFA Women's World Cup ever. We had an opening day which was amazing, over 115,000 spectators in New Zealand and in Australia. years. We have been selling over 1.5 million tickets already, which was, of course, our very ambitious target. Well, we passed that. We have incredible viewing figures across the world. We'll definitely reach 2 billion viewers. It's fantastic.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino. The tournament, though, has not been without controversy. The BBC has apologized for after one of its reporters asked Morocco's football captain what has been described as an inappropriate question before the team's World Cup match against Germany on Monday. Morocco's debut at the tournament in Australia made it the first Arab and North African team to qualify for the Women's World Cup. But it was an unethical and dangerous question directed at team captain Ghislaine Shabak about LGBTQ rights that has since taken center stage.
This question for Ghislaine Shabak. In Morocco, it's illegal to have a gay relationship. Do you have any gay players in your squad, and what's life like for them in Morocco?
Sorry, this is a very political question, so we'll just stick to
political.
questions related to football, please.
Well, of course, the question wasn't answered, and the BBC came under enormous pressure for trying to spark political tensions. They then issued an apology saying they recognized that the question was inappropriate and they had no intention to cause any harm or distress. But later today on the Joy News channel.
Last year in Oregon at the World Athletics Championships, Ghana did come close to winning a medal. 38.07 seconds, a new national record in the men's 4x100 meters relay final. But that was only weeks after Joy Sports led the Gold Chase campaign to get all 7 of Ghana's athletes the necessary government support to push the country's medal quest. This year, ahead of the 2023 World Athletics Championships, Gold Chase returns. Join Fento Tahiru Fento as the Joy Sports team gathers Ghana's athletes for Budapest and the stakeholders on Ghana's road to Budapest 2023. Wednesday, July 26th from 8:30 p.m. on your Joy News channel.
That's right, we're on tonight, and Andrew Owusu is an athletic coach. He joins us alongside Bao Fuseni from the GAA. Athlete Deborah Aqua will also be joining the panel, and Carl Tifo and George Addo Jr. will provide some journalistic perspective. Now, of course, Ghana will be coached by Elom Amenetakpo, and he says the team is ready for the competition.
Preparation must meet opportunity. Our athlete did well last year. We were in the final. That was a very tough final. We finished fifth, breaking the national
for the 4x100.
4x100.
Yes.
Breaking the national record. Now, when you ask me what have we done since, our athletes run fast in April. Jim Dazi broke the national record.
200 meters.
Record in April. Rashid was running fast in April.
He ran 10.4.
10.04.
Yeah.
April.
As a Botu
ran 10.06 in April. So let's leave the professional athletes out. These collegiate athletes, that's their collegiate season. What happened? We need to get them ready for the biggest stage.
There's more on that later. 8:30 p.m. on the Joy News channel. To join us. Elom was speaking to my colleague Michelle Queno. Of course, before we go, AC Milan will today complete the signing of Nigerian international Samuel Chukwueze. They've already agreed a 20 million euro fee plus 8 million in add-ons with Villarreal. Meanwhile, Jordan Henderson is on the verge of completing his move to Saudi Arabian side Al Ittifaq. He'll be reuniting with former Red captain, of course, Steven Gerrard. Now, Bronny James, the eldest son of basketball great LeBron James, is in a stable condition after suffering a cardiac arrest. A statement to ESPN said the 18-year-old was training with the University of Southern California basketball team when the incident happened. Medical staff was able to treat Bronny and take him to the hospital. So all the best to LeBron James and his family. Hopefully he makes full recovery. But that's all of this morning's edition of the Sports Center. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. There's more sports on our website, myshowonline.com/sports. See you later tonight.
All right, friends. Thanks a lot. I wonder where do you go after work?
After work?
Yeah.
I go home, straight home.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because usually after work for me means after 10 p.m. So,
Okay.
where else is there
so
to
this
go?
is all for work?
It's all for work.
The
Yeah,
look is
I have
for
a
work.
special show tonight at 8:30
I
p.m.
like it,
Join
though.
this channel.
I like it.
Yeah, this
Okay.
afternoon, this morning, I'm going for a press conference, 10 a.m. The Minister of Sports is doing a briefing. After that, we have to do production for a late night show today. So it's the work doesn't stop.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fence. There's more sports, as he said, on myjournline.com. But listen, our social media messages here on the show brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and its commission test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. And number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief, as well as GTP lifestyle. And there's a big question here. Does your existing salary account give you more? If no, and if your salary is not in the right account, I'll tell you where to push that salary. The EcoBank salary account. That's where you should go. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance, which covers temporary and permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card, access to loans, and more. The best part is that you stand a chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. That's from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank salary account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary Promotion Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hey, this one, Gantuan account. Why are you running? It's all about the EcoBank salary account. EcoBank salary account. Why? You gonna make me fly? I promise, it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits, like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Why burden yourself to build when you can buy ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom executive houses located at Tema Community 25, built with the finest building materials and supervised by top-notch professional architects with flexible payment terms? Welcome to a breathtaking development from Selma Court, located at Tema Community 25, just about 55 minutes drive from Kotoka International Airport. This ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom development comes with beautifully fitted kitchen, spacious dining hall and master bedroom, and large sitting area. We give you a whopping 20% discount if you reserve before 30th September 2023. You can reserve with as low as $5,000 Ghana cedi equivalent by calling our hotline on 0249 399 932. or visit our website on www.selmacourtghana.com for further information.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
99.7 FM. This is the Super Morning Show coming up this morning here on the show.
The African people must reach out with seriousness, determination, original thinking, and action for development, so that the overwhelming majority of Africans escape poverty and live in dignity. Now is the time. In that great mission, African people must give their best and never fear, never fear, never fear. Our ancestors would say in drumming home this point, and I cite it in Akan only because I must choose one language, Yensro Nyame and Sambisro Samai. Never fear.
Words of a Ghanaian citizen, Yao Nsako, What is our reality today? Has the Fourth Republic delivered? We'll pick up from that lecture yesterday. And then also coming up on the show this morning, a conversation that we began yesterday. Studies have established a strong causal association between bullying and mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, poor general health, and suicidal thoughts. Yes, suicidal thoughts and behaviors. We're talking adolescent mental health later this morning. Your thoughts always welcome. 055-111-1997. That's our WhatsApp number. Please join our conversations today. If you're tweeting at the hashtag JoySMS. Our big story is brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, latest from your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And it's 8 o'clock. Let's bring you the Joy Business Minutes. It's brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you and Magdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Magdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution. The independent power producers will convene an emergency meeting tomorrow, 27th of July, to strategize on how to retrieve some of the debt owed them by government. Joy Business understands that the debt is expected to hit $2.2 billion by the end of July. Rising prices of crude oil on the international market and interest rate hikes by some developed countries pose a major risk to Ghana's economic recovery. This is captured in the new ECOWAS Bank for Development and Investment report. The Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is challenging claims by the Bank of Ghana that the hike in the policy rate is to control inflation and liquidity in the system. And the International Monetary Fund has increased its forecast of how much the global economy will grow this year to 3%. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and Magdan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Super Morning Show. Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
A minute after 8, this is the Super Morning Show. We are live here on Joy 99.7 FM. What are you up to today? How are you finding this day, Wednesday? How has the week been so far? Are you on track? It's the Super Morning Show. Our conversation yesterday, we started a very important conversation. You know, after we all saw that viral video, that disco video of that student being assaulted, we were all alarmed. But we needed to have a conversation on that, and that led us into the mental aspect of it. We started a beautiful conversation yesterday, but we didn't quite conclude it. So today we're expanding that, and we're actually reading reports establishing a strong causal association between bullying and mental health problems. We're talking young people with issues such as depression, anxiety, poor general health, and suicidal thoughts. As a parent, this should alarm you. So we're continuing that all-important conversation, and we're talking about adolescent mental health today here on the Super Morning Show. And of course, following that conversation yesterday at the British Council, we couldn't help but ask ourselves a lot of questions.
The African people must reach out with seriousness, determination, original thinking, and action for development, so that the overwhelming majority of Africans escape poverty and live in dignity. Now is the time. In that great mission, African people must give their best and never fear. Never fear. Never fear. Our ancestors would say in drumming home this point, and I cite it in Akan only because I must choose one language, Yensro Nyame and Sambisro Samai. Never fear. Every government of the Fourth Republic, Every political party when in power promises an agricultural revolution, a step up in production of food. Then nothing much happens. The miracle leads nowhere. The much vaunted planting for food and jobs is just another example. The latest in a string of miracles that, if I may borrow Chinua Achebe's description of Shehu Shagari's agricultural policies, gave much food for thought, but nothing for the stomach.
Have you been provoked to also speak? If you were to write a letter to Mr. President, what would it say? Can you drop us a line? 055-111-1997. That's our WhatsApp number. Kindly tweet and add the hashtag JoySMS. Lots to talk about today here on the show. This Wednesday is 4 minutes after 8, and our big story is brought to us by Vodafone Feather Together. Latest from your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. Just a reminder, the Edemu promotion is still ongoing, and you know it's getting exciting. Don't miss this opportunity to cash out in the Edemu promo. All you need to do is purchase airtime or bundle with 5 Ghana cedis, 5 Ghana cedis PO, and more, and receive up to 20% cash back in your Vodafone Cash wallet. Edemu. You know that's how we do it. Also participate in the Vodafone Edemu Dance Challenge and stand a chance to win amazing prizes from Samsung Ghana, like phones and earbuds. And this one too, just post a video of yourself on social media dancing to the signature Edemu song and tag Vodafone Ghana. That's all you have to do. Keep reloading in the Edemu promotion and win big. Vodafone Further Together. And if you're looking for that favorite sofa in your color or colors, maybe 1, 2, 3 L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest detail, then you have to go to Latest Foam. That's the original base. For comfort, durability, quality, and perfect finishing, it has to be Latest Foam. Is your one-stop shop, whatever your choice and budgets. Buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam. Latest Foam is your partner for life. And let me say hello to you, welcoming you to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, and comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is in the prime East Legon area of Lagos Avenue, and Belmonte stylish apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. Whether you're looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy one-bedroom apartment, a spacious two-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we have you covered. But that's not all, because Belmonte also offers a range of top-notch facilities to relax and keep you entertained. So why wait? Take the first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us on 0204 343 011. That's 0204 343 011 or 0204 343 015. Belmonte is developed by CPL. Share your thoughts with us here on the Super Morning Show. Send us your WhatsApp messages on 055 1111997 and send your tweets to Joy997 and add the hashtag JoySMS. A very good morning to my very good friend Frank Buama, Health, Safety, Environment and Quality Manager at Total Energies Ghana.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's Edemu promo. See, anytime you recharge Edemu, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. Edemu, however you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back. Edemu into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload here. But then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's Edemu promo. And receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone Edemu promotion.
Vodafone, further together. Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
When you're for would you want money seek free amanone and now one money seek aqua manone any beka customers and pimpima won't win a chedia one swallow access bank at chedia promo no a bribia babura access bank on crabata BM eco disika money who do mabia a free 500 Ghana cedis aircraft who bet me winning surprises a hood one movie so Western Union and a money gramba with trimua ma access bank in bra with three so a man seek cancel beto access bank account to move directed there a you free freto free 0800 004400 Access Bank, more than banking.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the Eco Park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
What? It seems Royal Foam did not get the memo. Times are tough. Prices are going up. They're giving 10% discount, free pillows with every purchase. Hey, Royal Foam. Just when you thought all they manufacture are quality but affordable mattresses and pillows, they take it up a notch by being thoughtful in these hard times. Royal Foam has reduced their prices drastically. Buy a mattress, get a free pillow. Enjoy 10% discount instantly, nationwide. Take advantage. Enjoy Royal Foam. Enjoy the best.
Call Royal Foam today on 020-227-1000 for more information.
Royal Foam. Rest assured.
A bank that supports you. A bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with
you. Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best.
formatic. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start formatting.
All right, well, DJ Wobete there doing his thing as always. You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy, and we're so excited you could join us wherever you are. We thank you for your company. In Kumasi, those of you tuned in to Love 99.5 FM, we love you very much. Thanks for choosing us. And all the way in the central region, the Super Morning Show is live on ATL FM 100.5 megahertz. Thank you so much for making the time. We've got quite a show for you, so you better strap yourself in because here it comes. It's all about the rather disturbing correlation between violence among adolescents and suicide. It's scary. Today it's all about the mental health of adolescents. We're trying to figure out what's going on in the minds of these young ones as they grow through these very sensitive ages. As parents, do you really know the kind of pressures that your children are under while they're away from home in school? Do you have any idea what that environment is doing to them? Are they being bullied? What is the impact of that bullying on them? When they are in their bedroom and the door is shut, what is going on in their minds? When they are in the back seat of your car with their headphones on, what is going on in their heads? That's what we want to unfold today. And that knowledge will help us be better parents.
Exactly, Kojo. And look, if you look at research, part of it actually starts from our home. Part of the challenges these young ones go through starts from our homes. Okay, I'm looking at a research that indicates, for instance, that victimization experiences, school level stress significantly predict depressive symptoms in both boys and girls.
Yeah.
There's research that indicates that 11.3% of adolescents were maltreated growing up, either at home or in school, end up having suicide tendencies. 11%.
Yeah.
Now, ask yourself that simple question as you drive to work today. How am I treating my son or daughter at home? How is he or she being treated at school?
And you know, all of these young adolescents and young adults are at risk.
Yeah.
It's not only those who are being bullied, okay? Those who bully others, even those who witness bullying, they all have long-term effects of these activities, this violence among adolescents. So we'll be exploring all of it. Our guest, Professor Joseph Osafo, is the head of Department of Psychology at the University of Ghana. Dr. Collins Bedu-Ajiman, you heard from him yesterday. He's here with us. He's a senior lecturer at the Department of Psychology, University of Ghana. And these are gentlemen who have done the work, done the research to get the actual picture of what's happening among our young children. So we'll be hearing from them shortly. But first, as part of measures to improve service experience to you, their cherished customers, Enterprise Insurance will be relocating its Odoko branch to La Tele House near Cab Farm Electronics in Dakuman. It's just 300 meters from the old one. Visit their new Odoko branch near Dakuman Junction for all of your personal and business insurance needs. For example, motor, home, travel, marine, fire, and special risk insurance. You can call them on 0302 634 777 for any assistance you may need. Enterprise, your advantage.
And if you're sinking in your bed, then you need urgent help. If your mattress is failing to give you the safety and comfort you deserve, you need a new mattress. From Royal Foam Mattress, it guarantees you the good sleep and relaxation you deserve. Today, as space setters, we have attached pillows to the mattress you buy for free. Get this offer in all our showrooms and sales outlets across the country. Don't be left out. Royal Foam wishes to say a big thank you to all our loyal customers for making us win the Silver Award at the 12 Ghana Business and Financial Services Excellence Awards. Please call us on 020-227-1000 for inquiries. Royal Foam, rest assured.
And Heritage Christian College is a university set up to provide the missing link in tertiary education and is accredited by GTech and affiliated to KNUST. Now they offer the following programs: BBA programs, options in accounting with computing, accounting, marketing, human resource management, and business information technology management, BSc nursing, BSc information technology, BSc information security, and BA in theology. They also offer 12-month specialized master's degree programs in accounting and taxation, accounting and finance, and human resource management. Professional courses, ICA, CIMG, CIHRM, ICM UK, as well as media short courses. And they offer entrepreneurship training with financial support. One student, one laptop. Terms and conditions apply. It's affordable with a flexible fee structure, and they also have scholarships available. Entry requirements: WASI, ABC, GBC, HND or diploma, and matured candidates of 25 years and older. Dial *789*300# for online serial number and visit hcuc.edu.gh to apply. They are located at Amasaman behind the Olympic Stadium. Contact on 0202 298399 or 0547 777731. Visit their website, hcuc.edu.gh. Heritage Christian College, a university training compassionate entrepreneurial leaders.
All right, well, life is go, 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 go. We all know that. And it's hard to make time for the things that really count. And that is why ABSA won't let banking get in your way. With ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so that you can focus on what or who is important to you. Banking has never been easier. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and so much more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with ABSA's digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Go to absa.com.gh to learn more.
And let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Park.
Woohoo!
Which has introduced the Safari Wildlife Experience, one that Mamavi wants to experience. And I tell you what, lady, you will experience it.
Thank you.
Yes, you will experience it.
That's an assurance.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm speaking with Vim.
Yes.
Because me nice to be so. I know what I'm talking about. You understand? Look, they've created an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Patagonian mara, and many others. You know, these are things you'd want to travel outside the country to go and experience. But we say, don't worry. And I remember as young boys and girls, when we came to the Accra Zoo in those days, we were so excited, you know, you could see all of these things. Charlie, everything at Safari Valley Eco Park. And guess what? You can enjoy all of these starting at only 250 Ghana cedis. Please note, starting at 250 Ghana cedis. And it's free for children up to 6 years. It's only an hour's drive from Accra. And it opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresort.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 0596 914 394.
I'm looking forward to it because it's also good for my mental health.
Oh,
it's good for,
most importantly, my mental health.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And that is our definite focus this morning, the mental health of adolescents. We've got two experts to help us understand this landscape. Professor Joseph Osafo is head of Department of Psychology at the University of Ghana. He joins us over the phone. Prof, good morning to you.
I think we've lost it.
Okay, we'll reconnect with Professor Osafo shortly. But in the studio, Dr. Collins Biduajiman is a senior lecturer at the Department of Psychology, University of Ghana. Doctor, what a pleasure to have you on the show.
Nice meeting you, Kaju. It's been a while.
It has, hasn't it?
Yes, we always speak.
Yes, and it's great having you. He met his mate Samuel Odami here.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry?
I met my mate Samuel Odami.
Yes, so that's just by the way, because Doc has just shared a research with me that indicates that nearly 3 in 10 junior high school students in Ghana report attempting suicide. That's about 30%. And also 20% of senior high school students report attempting to commit suicide or attempting suicide. And for me, that's instructive. We've been talking about how, for instance, 11.3% have indicated that, of adolescents have indicated that, look, their experiences with bullying and maltreatment contributed to their contemplating suicide. So we'll start, first of all, by looking at how violence affects the mental health of adolescents before we narrow in on suicide. So let's start off with you, Dr. Bedu-Agyemang.
Thank you very much, Winston. I must say, when we talk of mental health, usually we are a bit skeptical. But all of us here, Mama V is here, Kojo is here, you are here. We all have mental health. Every single individual have mental health. And mental health is not a state. It can improve. We can invest in our mental health so it becomes good, increase to be becoming better. And if we don't, life-related events, wrong decisions, challenges of life can also deteriorate our mental health. So we want to understand that mental health, as we mention it, we all have it.
Okay.
We can improve it. We can invest in it.
Hold on 1 minute for me. I'll get back to you shortly so we continue the conversation. But let me get to Professor Joseph Osafo, who is head of the Department of Psychology at the University of Ghana. And we're privileged to have him because he's actually in a meeting and he stepped out so he can speak to us this morning. Yes, because he says this is a very important issue. And so, Prof, good morning once again, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Kojo.
Great. So, Prof, let's look at how violence, maltreatment, and bullying affect the mental health of adolescents.
So, basically, your mental health is a sum total of a certain level of equanimity and calibration in the way you feel, in the way you work, in the way you relate, in the way you talk, and all of those. So that is what we talk when we are referred to mental health. And adolescence is the most turbulent stage in a person's developmental trajectory. If you are able to navigate that stage successfully, I can bet you're almost on your way to win life. Because that's the stage where the growth spurt is. You're trying to understand the world, you're trying to relate with others, you're trying to find your own space, in terms of relating with people. And a lot of young people would want to, create a relevant space within which they are found to be also relevant in their communities and the spaces where their friends relate with them. Now, research clearly shows that when young people don't have, for example, very good relationship with their parents, it even affects the neural connections in their brain. In fact, some studies are indicating that when young people are exposed to watching violent movies or they are engaging in competitive, games, these video games where they are all the time competing. So they are almost all the time, it structures their brain at the structural level. And they are almost all the time thinking that they are competing with others. And so these days, some neuroscientists and neurocognitive scientists will tell you it's not even good for you to expose a child to very competitive, highly competitive situation because of the structural integrity that is affected when it comes to their neural function. I'm talking about brain nerves and the way they function. Okay. And so young people who are engaged in very competitive, gaming and violent, experiences, and all the time trying to make sure that they find a space, are likely to have their mental health compromised. I'm talking about the way they calibrate their thoughts, their perceptions, their feelings in terms of relating with others. Beyond that, this is also a period where, because you're trying to find your own space, sometimes you will end up fighting your own parents or what we call significant others in your life. Yeah. Parents, guardians, teachers, because I mean, you want to feel like this is me. I want to be me. This is like a child who wants to become an adolescent. An adult, and you want to shape him. You want to make sure you correct him, and yet he or she feels no, the world is for me. So some of them have problems with their parents, and usually when adolescents have parents with their problem with their parents, some of them because they are unable to vent out their displeasures, on their parents, or vent their spleen on their parents, they'll be looking for very fragile, unthreatening targets like their own colleagues, and hit them. So they call it acting out behaviors. Get angry at them, displacing their anger, on non-threatening targets, and that's where sometimes you can find these abuses and victimizations and bullying in schools. So that is it. Beyond that, we have young people these days who are taking a lot of drugs. And you know what we are dealing with in Ghana. Young people are on drugs. They are vaping in schools. Some schools are doing their best to control this. But recently, I was checking a report. There are over 1,000 new substances that are in the black market, and young people have access to these mixtures of all kinds of substances, and they inhale them. When they inhale them, their cognitive integrity is compromised. They are likely, to misperceive. They'll be delusional. So even if when we were in school, I remember sometimes you are asked to go and kneel down, go and weed a piece of grass, clean the lawn, and all of those. And some of those things were done for fun. But by the time adolescents are stepping beyond the bounds of wanting to hit somebody's head, cut somebody, or use a machete or a knife on the other person in school, you can imagine what is happening. Something definitely is wrong. Okay? So, adolescent mental health in this part of the world is a product of so many intervening variables, so many factors, including what I've just indicated.
Great. So, Prof, I mean, you've talked about what could lead people into unleashing violence, for instance. But quick two questions. So, for that person who is unleashing violence and the one that suffers it, what could be the impact of that act going forward on them?
You mean on the victim?
Yes, on the victim and even on the one, perpetrating it.
No, so for the one who is the perpetrator, if the perpetrator is not brought to book, then what happens is that it strengthens his resolve to continue to do this. And it's important to hear and to note that the school has taken drastic actions. Of course, some of the actions I have concerns about, but I think that they have rolled out some kind of reparatory processes. So for the perpetrator, he or she must be told that you cannot break rules up to this level. There are regulations, there are rules that govern human interactions. You cannot break them and go scot-free. You must be brought to book. And again, that this occurred in a school setting. So that one, it's there. And if we don't help, that's why we have the Bolsa homes, for example, where they are taken there and after a couple of months or years, you leave. And they make sure that they don't hold any criminal charges against you because you are still in your developmental trajectory. So trying to reform and to help you. But on the victim, you can imagine the anguish, the trauma. You can imagine the self-deprecating thoughts. You can imagine the suicidal thoughts. Because what it does to the victim is that it dehumanizes you at the basic level. You feel dehumanized. You feel that your dignity is soiled. You are treated like an animal. Sorry to use that word. But that's what it means. If your fellow human being does not respect the boundaries of dignity and the fact that what he or she is doing to you could expose you to very excruciating pain and treat you that way, what happens is that you feel so dehumanized. So some of them may be depressed. And that's the reason why when I was listening to some of the reparative processes that the school has initiated, some of them, for example, I'm told that the victim is equally to be punished or is asked not to come to the school, something like that. I have concerns about that because here, even if the victim did not report, we should understand why the victim may not report. The victim may not report because of fear. And this happens a lot. This is just like a young lady who has been, let's say, sexually molested, by a male of a higher reputation. There are power dynamics there. So if the lady is unable to report, you cannot tell her that because you also loved it, that's why you didn't report. No, there are dynamics. And when I heard that aspect, I was a little bit worried that the victim should not be punished for anything. He's a victim, and the fact that what had happened to him can happen to anybody. You can be threatened that if you do this, I'll kill you. And we hear this a lot within the space of working with adolescents, that they told me that if I report, they'll kill me. And the person may not report, So the victim could be suicidal, the victim could go through self-harming experiences, depressed, and all of those. And so the impact on the victim is enormous if we don't intervene early enough.
Talking about intervention, we'll get back. We'll get to that shortly. But I'd love to, understand something. Why do the victims contemplate suicide and self-harm? Why do they contemplate these?
So you see, when you go through any distressing experience, first and foremost, let me announce to you that it is very difficult to explain why people become suicidal. But there are a few factors that can drive people to become suicidal. Number one, that people become suicidal when the experience they've gone through is extremely distressing, that it dehumanizes their sense of humanness. You see, when something holds together, what holds together is that sense in you that I'm a human being. And human beings must be treated fairly, be treated with dignity. Life circumstances and challenges should not compromise the integrity of who you are. Anytime people come to experience life's adversity in a form and in a manner that appears to dehumanize who they are, I can tell you they can be suicidal. The second thing will be the stigma. For a young person, for example, and the threat who has gone through what he has gone through, and somebody is threatening him, I'll do this to you. Sometimes you get depersonalized. You don't feel you're a human being. And one of the reasons why young persons will engage in self-harm is because sometimes they want to use the self-harm as a distraction to the deep tendency of wanting to die. So when they cut themselves, it is a way of distracting the attention from not following through with a feeling to kill themselves. Okay, so that's the other part that we should be aware of. Then the third thing is that because the person has gone through this pain and anguish and whatnot, over a period of time, if there's no intervention, then they sink into this sense of worthlessness and a sense of hopelessness. Two key attributes and feelings that make people who are depressed feel they are really depressed and they don't want to live. That hopelessness is a lack of an anticipation of why I should be living for a brighter tomorrow. And all of us, something holds us together, that we know that in the near future or in a couple of days ahead or whatever, these things will change. That is what keeps human beings on course of the human experience. If that is mad, you feel life is lost. And then this sense of worthlessness, you feel worthless, you feel useless, you feel undignified. And if you are undignified and you are just like any other being, not a human being, why should I be alive? See, so these are anything that will compromise who you are as a person. It could be the way you are treated by your friends at home. It could be loss of job. It could be anything at all. Life's adversity, no matter how bad they are, should not push you to the extent where you feel that your humanness is compromised. Once that happens, anybody at all, of course, some can develop mental illness, And when they develop mental illness, then they are not functioning, at optimal level. And so they can, for example, engage in suicidal behavior.
If you just joined us, we're talking about adolescent mental health. Adolescence is that critical phase in the development of a human being where, things are very unstable.
Kojo, can I get into my meeting?
We're going to let you go in just a minute. I have one more question for you, Prof, just before you
go. Quick for me.
If you don't
I
mind.
have to
just reminding everybody what we're talking about. Our guest, Professor Joseph Osafo and Dr. Collins Bedu Ajiman. Dr. Bedu Ajiman is in the studio. We'll be hearing from him. But just before Professor Osafo leaves us, Prof, can you take us very quickly into the mind of the perpetrators of the violence as well? The bully's mental state. What is it that causes them to act out in that way?
Number one, when somebody is being bullied over and over, it normalizes that particular behavior in their life. So when you are bullied, you are likely to bully others because it normalizes it. It compromises the ethical integrity of your mind. It normalizes it. The second thing is that bullies often have anger. They want to control their world. They want to control their space. They feel that everybody must be controlled. I am the champion in this space. Nobody should get over me. And so bullies are often people who are hollow. They are hollow in terms of emotional intelligence. They don't know how to manage themselves and then anticipate to manage the emotions of others. So that's the second thing about bullies. They are all the time angry. They want the others to kowtow to their controlling, attributes and abilities. And so if they have a sense that they are losing control, they can kill, they can harm. That's the other thing. And then a lot of the time, and this, although it's part of the second one, bullies have not learned to control their anger. See, all of us can get angry. Anger is a feeling, but the actions are driven by the feeling. Once you control the feeling, you can manipulate the actions. And often bullies don't know how to manage the anger, so they can control the actions. Now, if you get angry and you don't destroy, you don't harm anybody, there's no problem. Once your feeling does not translate into destroying anything and does not translate into affecting your interpersonal relationship with the others, no problem. Okay? And if you're a Christian, you have ever heard, be angry but do not sin. It simply means that you can have a feel. The feeling of anger, it's okay. But the challenge is that if you don't disconnect that feeling from that drive to destroy, that's where it becomes a problem. And bullies often don't have that control. Then number 4 is low self-esteem. See, anytime somebody has a low self-esteem, he's all the time trying to make sure others will bow onto what they want them to do, because they want that complex. They want to just feel that complex by a certain false sense that they are in charge. These are some of the things that go on in the minds of bullies.
Prof, I'll say a big thank you to you. I know you have to get back into your meeting.
Thank you very much, Kojo, and all the listeners. Thank you. Let me get back to my meeting.
Indeed. And that was Professor Joseph Osafo. He's the head of the Department of Psychology at the University of Ghana. Very insightful. Listen, we're going to spend the rest of our time with Dr. Collins Bedu Ajiman, and we're going to look at all the other aspects of this. We'll put it into the real world, okay? What should we be doing in our schools, knowing what we know about the psychology of adolescents, about the mental health of adolescents? What should we be doing in our schools? Not just as remedial measures to bullying, but as preventive measures as well. All right? Very fascinating stuff. And as parents, what we should be looking out for to ensure that we can properly safeguard our children's mental health during that stage. It's all to come after these messages.
Morning Show.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. years. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. E no buff, e no chop. Where it vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You no get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey.
Hajia, our life was in dangerous. Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selendion. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank. By Duraplast.
Thank you for trusting GN Life. We are committed to building back because we still believe every life matters. For reinstatement of your policies, information on our Smart Child policy, our Passage Plan policy, our Lifeguard policy, as well as claim-related issues, please call us on 0503 736 801 0503 736 801. GN Life. Still, every life matters.
If you get LPG, let me see your hand. Who I got?
Mr. Menu, I'm not happy with you, cry.
Oh, landlord, what is it?
Me, what is the problem? How can you allow your wife cook with charcoal and firewood? Don't you know smoke is harmful to your wife? Don't you have gas?
Oh, landlord, me, I've been using charcoal since.
You're not current at all. Now every Ghanaian uses gas because it's safe and convenient. Just one matchstick, and you're good to go. Food cooks faster and the taste is retained.
Hey, landlord, be that.
You think I'm joking, New rule, no gas, no accommodation. Even you just paid your rent, And my friend, come for your money and leave my house.
Hey, landlord, if you make a mistake and you give me this money, I'm not going to move. I'm going to buy gas.
Like you will see.
Don't be left out. LPG is safe and convenient. This campaign is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and supported by the Ministry of Energy and World Bank. Contact our toll-free number 080-012-300 for more information.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call, and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
You're welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show. We're live across the country. Those of you tuned into Love FM, ATL FM, and all our affiliates across the nation, we're so glad for your company. Very important conversations about the mental health of adolescents. We're getting a sneak peek into the minds of our children so we can better parent them and better guide them through this tumultuous time. Okay? Our guest, Dr. Collins Bedu-Ajiman, is here in the studio with us. He's a senior lecturer at the Department of Psychology, University of Ghana. We've already heard from Professor Joseph Osafo, who's head of the Department of Psychology. He had to leave us for a meeting, but we learned a lot from him before he left. We are going to settle in for the rest of this important conversation with Dr. Bedu-Ajiman. But first,
Listen, have a whole new brushing experience with the new Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste and Pepsodent Charcoal White. Pepsodent Herbal is infused with a unique blend of green tea and herbal extracts formulated to repair and protect your gums while giving an all-round cooling sensation. Pepsodent Charcoal White is also uniquely made with charcoal and lemon essence that restores your teeth's natural whiteness and gives you complete oral protection for you and your family. Pepsodent, every smile matters. Remember to brush your teeth 2 times daily with Pepsodent.
All right, now Kingdom Books and Stationery reminds you to go check out their website, kingdomstoreonline.com. By now, you should have bookmarked this thing on your phone, kingdomstoreonline.com. Anytime you need stationery, you need office essentials, equipment, furniture, just go there, go check out what they have. You can pay via Momo and just wait for your delivery. They deliver very quickly as well. If you're in Accra or Tema, you get free delivery, which is a nice bonus. Terms and conditions apply. Kingdom is where quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And the International Central Gospel Church, ICGC, invites you to Greater Works 2023. Prepare yourself for an unparalleled experience of divine revelation and spiritual empowerment from Monday the 31st of July to Friday the 4th of August. Speaking at this year's event are Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, Bishop Tito Bismarck, Bishop Mike Okonkwo, and the host Pastor Mensa Otabil. Now there are lots of now there'll be song ministration from the various ICGC choirs, CT Praise, and other talented ICGC musicians. There shall be 2 spiritually charged sessions every day. Evening sessions will start from Monday at 5 p.m. That's on the 31st of July, and will continue each night. Morning sessions will begin from Tuesday, August 1 at 9 a.m. Venue is the ICGC Christ Temple East Auditorium, Teshi. Buses will be available at vantage points across the city to convey you to and back from the conference. Visit gwcentral.org and all ICGC social media handles for more details. Greater Works, ignite your faith, transform your life.
Experience the excellence and global recognition of a British education combined with convenience and affordability at Lancaster University, Ghana. Expand your horizons and elevate your career prospect with a British degree delivered right to your doorstep. Apply now and embark on a transformative educational journey that will shape your future. Admissions are currently open for October 2023. For more information, kindly visit lancaster.edu.gh. You can also contact Lancaster University Ghana via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call them on 0302 218989 or 020-960-7008. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
All right, well, listen, let's get straight back into our conversation here in the studio with Dr. Collins Bidu Ajiman. He's a senior lecturer, Department of Psychology at University of Ghana, Legon. Doc, we've already, gone quite deep into things and got a very interesting snapshot of what's going on in the minds of adolescents, whether they are victims of bullying or violence or whether they are the perpetrators of it. Now, I want us to start bringing this into practicality. So, what are the risk factors when your teenager is ready for secondary school and you're driving them through the gates for the first time, going to drop them off with their trunk and job box? As a parent, what are the risk factors you should be aware of in terms of threats to their mental health? What should you look out for?
Right. So, Kojo, globally, as Joseph mentioned, globally, adolescents are the most vulnerable when it comes to mental health issues. And currently, if you look at the statistics, we have nearly 800 million people living with mental health disorders. And among these, 10 to 20% are within the adolescent cohorts. Now, if you come to sub-Saharan Africa, we have 1 out of 7 having one psychological problem or the other. That is sub-Saharan Africa. And for me, that about 14.6% of adolescents within that space in sub-Saharan Africa suffering from one psychological problem or the other is a cause for worry. Joseph mentioned how critical the adolescent stage is to the development of the growing adult. Now, let me narrow in briefly.
And Doc, before you do that, can we just clarify the ages when you say adolescent?
Let's take it from, say, 12 years to 19 years. Okay. Granted, now, at age 10, some of the things some of our 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds are doing, we can add them to that particular bracket, largely due to exposure, technology, and many other factors that perhaps even when we were young, we never got to know. Yeah. So we can even add 10 and 11-year-olds.
Right.
So that whatever interventions we are talking about at age 10 or 11, we begin to consider these ones as well. Narrowing into the prevalence of some of these challenges among the adolescents. Just to re-emphasize, some Joseph had mentioned it. If you consider children in junior high school, secondary school, there are a number of experiences that they go through. And these may have been from substance use. Joseph mentioned it. At the last count, we have nearly 100 different aphrodisiacs.
Ooh.
Joseph mentioned almost 1,000 of these substances within the system. That is one side.
1,000.
So I'm talking about drugs, alcohol, aphrodisiacs, the abuse of tramadol and related substances. That is one side. Now, the next thing we need to talk about that affects the adolescent mental health: disruptive and unsupportive family setup. And I think yesterday we mentioned how risk factors from the family. I'm too harsh. I'm too permissive. Chaos, conflict. Mother, father keeps fighting. They keep seeing. They keep hearing. They keep. And many children, many young adolescents we are interacting, some say, I don't think I'll get married. Why are they saying this? I don't think it is good to be married. Their experiences gradually shaping them. Joseph reiterated how those who experience some of these challenges end up acting out similarly, because it has been normalized in their mindset that a man must beat a woman. A woman can also beat a man, and so forth. So unsupportive and disruptive family background can also influence negatively the mental health. The third point that I need to mention is sometimes are social and cultural factors. Joseph mentioned. Now you go through a challenging situation. This is a relevant older adder. So do you go and report? What are you doing? It could be a family member abusing you, causing you the violence. And if you look at rape-related cases, in most cases, these are people who are very close to us. They know us in one way or the other. Seldom may it happen strangers do that. If you check the literature, most of these ones who abuse younger ones are known. They are close. They are within reach. And so social and cultural factors could also promulgate some of these negative sentiments that we are talking about. At that age, adolescent, they have poor coping skills. Let me say suicide is a psychological emergency, such as heart attack could be for a physical health emergency. That is how we should see it. So if you go through any tumultuous, challenging experience, split seconds, we are not able to cope well, regulate ourselves well, to bounce back, what we call resilience, it can lead anybody, and I mean anybody, into beginning to think my world is finished. There is no sense of purpose in my life anymore. And for that matter, you begin to reflect, am I not better dead than even alive? It can happen to anyone. So the thought of suicide is a psychological emergency. It shows the person needs help. And that is the more reason why suicide, we pushed and got it criminalized. Because if it is a psychological emergency, meaning, yes, decriminalized.
Yes.
Simply because indeed We need to provide help for these ones who have psychological emergencies. They need help to be able to cope well, process well, deal with the setbacks that may have rocked their world. So children, especially the adolescent, may not have all the strength to be able to cope with the many challenges they will be facing. It's the most adjustive period in life. They meet new friends, new experiences, and as parents, we are to it. Study, be first to at school. Who should be second? Who should be last? This unwanted, sometimes unwarranted pressure that we mount can indeed challenge their mental health. They reflect about the comment by mom and dad as they are going to school. They look at they are doing their best, but they are not matching up. They begin to feel worthless. They begin to feel empty. And at that point, a number of thoughts comes to their mind. Now, the fifth point that I need to add, relationship problems. As young as they are, many of them begin to negotiate one relationship or the other. And at this point, how much experience do these young ones have? Depending on the outcomes, what happened within the relationship, it begins to affect them. Their learning pace, their ability to cope well, their ability to communicate and what have you, they begin to get affected in one way or the other. Then the next point, sexual violence by so-called loved ones. And this is especially common within our university settings. Number of people continue to be exposed to sexual violence. How much help do we have? Poor performance at school is another. And recently, some of the things we've been seeing, attempted suicide by university students and what have you, for me is a wake-up call. Some of these developments we are talking about, the bullying that we are seeing, is a wake-up call. We have behavioral addiction that is in a crescendo manner moving on. Betting, pornography. These are serious concerns we need to give attention to. If you look at betting, pornography, who are the targets? These adolescent and young adults. For me, if you look at the data, it's 10% to 20% of adolescents moving to young adults are indeed compromised as far as their mental health is concerned. If we come home to Ghana, how would the statistics be like? People get disappointed. These young adults get disappointed, and for them, that is not a reason to even continue living anymore. In Africa, in Ghana, for instance, our services to support mental health, there is scarcity. Please, mental health, we should not see mental health as waiting to provide more psychiatric hospitals. If we promote positive and good mental health, we shouldn't even think of increasing the number of spaces as far as psychiatric hospitals are concerned. And we have a lot of human resource. We are not putting them in the right places to be able to promote the mental health of our young adolescents. Professor Pong, Niboy Kwashi, Johnny Ando, Joseph Osafo, myself, and few others, we are saying that indeed adolescent mental health situation in Ghana, the challenges we are facing, it is a ticking time bomb. We have a lot of young cohorts. Free SHS means perhaps a lot of people are getting exposed. They'll be able to read, they'll be able to comprehend, they'll be able to access internet materials and what have you. It brings a lot of workload. And I think it's about time we look at the proactive and pragmatic interventions that works.
All right. Well, goodness, a lot to think about there, Dr. Collins Bedu-Ajiman there. And we're going to hear more from him. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we've got more questions and we've got your calls to take as well. We promised you yesterday that we'll be hearing from you today. All right. That's all to come after these.
Morning Show.
most cancers, when detected early, can be cured. Yet, there is a worrying situation of more and more people, especially the young, developing various types of cancer. Even more worrying is the fact that many tend to visit the hospital when the cancer is in an advanced stage. How do we work to reverse this worrying trend? How do we work to prevent cancers or ensure people report early? Please make a date to join the Ghana Medical Association as it discusses the epidemic of cancers in Ghana, improving access to prevention, early detection, and treatment at its 23rd annual public lecture in partnership with Roche, Joy News, and Adum TV. Date Friday 28th July 2023. Time 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Venue Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, Accra. Be there.
Junction Mall heydays. Are you looking for the latest gadgets, home decor and appliances, fashionable clothing, or the most appetizing food to enjoy? Join us at the Junction Mall heydays to explore, shop, and enjoy with family and friends from the 17th to the 31st of July, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. each day, and shop with up to 70% discounts. There'll be lots of fun for the kids, including face painting, boat rides, bumper cars, and a picture with their favorite cartoon characters. The Junction Mall heydays. It's gonna be big. Follow us at the Junction Mall GH on Facebook and Instagram, or call or WhatsApp us on 0540-221774 for more information. The Junction Mall. Join, explore, shop, enjoy.
Prepare yourself for an unparalleled experience of divine revelation and spiritual empowerment. Greater Works 2023. Speakers, Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo, Bishop Tudor Bismarck, Bishop Mike Okonkwo, and your host, Pastor Mensa Otabil. Date, Monday 31st July to Friday 4th August. Morning sessions from Tuesday 1st August to Friday 4th August. Time, 9 a.m. Evening sessions. Time, 5 p.m. each night. Venue, Christ Temple East, Teshi. Buses will be available at vantage points across the city to convey you to and back from the conference. Visit gwcentral.org for more details. Greater Works. Ignite your faith. Transform your life.
It's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down.
Free gift for every shopper from Electroa. Up to 40% discount for every shopper. Mega Payday is back. All electronic brands: Panasonic, LG, Samsung, Sony, TCL, Broom, Philips, Orient, and many more. Shop for your smart TVs, refrigerators, air conditioners, freezers, gas cookers, mobile phones, laptops, printers, and more. Rush to the nearest or closest Electromat shop. Call or WhatsApp Electromat on 055-277-7905. Electromat, your world of electronics.
Who's got the moolah, got the power? Ghana's newest game is about to go live from Wednesday, 26 July 2023. Now pick up your phones, tablets, computers, download Game Pack games on Play Store. It's easy to play and easy to win. Charlie, make we play the game and make some moolah. Nobody beats our odds in Ghana. Game Pack games, more moolah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
The third edition of the Showbiz Roundtable will be happening on 29 July 2023 at the Labadi Beach Hotel. The theme for this Thought Leadership Forum is Exploring the Dynamics of Sponsorship in the Creative Space. On the panel will be founder of 3 Music Television and Wonderland Festival, Baba Sadiq. Lateef Abubakar is playwright and CEO of Glow Productions. Regina Ofori, brand director and consummate marketer. Ivan Kwashiga is filmmaker, creative director and founder founder of Farmhouse Productions, and Kobina Atabeju, procurement expert and management consultant. Keynote speakers are Anklebo White, who is playwright and an author, Bright Latekbo, CEO of PhD Media Ghana Limited. This forum will be live on Joy 99.7 FM at 2 p.m. and hosted by Kwame Datsi. Showbiz Roundtable is powered by Joy Entertainment.
I know sometimes it be like say, nobody say no, that's when I care for you. Coffee in your cup, enjoy on this.
Having a conversation about our mental health. It's a very, very important conversation that 800 million people worldwide go through mental health issues, and out of that, 10 to 20% are adolescents. Okay, and that's very, very instructive. The question is, how do you even know that you may be the cause of your child's mental health issues?
Or you're contributing.
To it. How do you even know that that little boy or girl of yours whom you've sent to school has become a bully and hurting people because of how you raised that child? Very soon we're going to get into how we can deal with all of these things. We'll look at preventive measures, we'll look at solutions, because we're joined by Dr. Collins Bedwajiman, who is Senior Lecturer, Department of Psychology at the University of Ghana. Earlier you heard from, Professor Joseph Osafo, who is head of the Department of Psychology at the University of Ghana, make the point that for, bullies, for instance, many of them do so because they have low self-esteem. Many of them also do that because they are not able to manage their anger. And some of them also do that because they want to control the world. And so the least thing you do, they think they've lost control. And they also do so because of how they may have been raised up. But of course, the challenge is that for victims, they feel dehumanized, and some of them may contemplate suicide. That is not what we want to, have in our country. And let me also say good morning to all of you listening to us in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, and all of you listening to us in Cape Coast on ATL FM. The phone lines have been activated. Look, yesterday we started the conversation. We asked how you believe we can actually bring an end to bullying. And so the phone lines have been activated on 0302-216-541 or 055-1111997. But maybe you have a question also for Dr. Collins Bedwajiman. Why not? Just give us a call and ask that question. As always, he's here and will answer all the questions. But let me introduce the new super delicious yummy Macberry Twist Cupcake. The Macberry Twist Cupcakes are baked with natural ingredients and come in two flavors, vanilla and chocolate. They taste as good as they look, and the best part is they're affordable. Hurry, get a whole pack for your family. Macberry Twist Cupcake is healthy and comes in handy as portable snack for your kids to eat and share with friends at school. Indulge in the deliciously baked and irresistible taste of Macberry Twist Cupcake and enjoy the goodness in every bite. It's available in every supermarket and provision shop near you. Macberry Twist Cupcake, simply irresistible.
And when you have your cupcakes, you need a good drink to go with it. And so let me introduce you to Bigo. If you're worried about your parties, weddings, outdoor and funerals, hangout, on what to drink to enjoy during the celebration, or you're worried about how to celebrate your friends and families during that special occasion, Bigo, no wahala for the occasion. So, Bigo Drinks has made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have their ideal celebration. It comes in different, distinct and captivating flavors, each one specifically created to enrich every moment and bring vitality to your life. The flavors include cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lemon lime, and orange. And it comes in 16 and 20 in a pack. A lot to go around in various packs. It's refreshing and good quality. Infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo Drinks, another quality product from Twillium Industries Limited, and this advert is FDA approved.
So let's get on to the phone lines now. You could also join us with your questions on 0302216541 and then 0551111997. Claude is calling us from Tema. Claude, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, Kojo, good morning.
Claude, Winston here.
Yes, Winston, yeah. I believe that children or adolescents go into this stage first from the home. You know, parenting is key. Bible says you should train the children the way they should go. When they grow, do not depart from it. You read Deuteronomy, it says we should teach the children as we sit with them, as we walk with them in their rising and in their sleeping. We should paste our principles on our doorpost so that it becomes part of them. But when parents do not have a united front, maybe mother is saying this, father is saying a different thing, then the children become confused. So that is one. Two, discipline in our schools now have broken down. You go to most of the boarding houses, you see the housemasters. They're just like the students, dressed anyhow, walking about, cracking some jokes that you don't expect a housemaster who should be a father in the absence of the parents, you know, at the same level with the kids. And that is a challenge. Now, the code of conduct of most of the schools are being broken down. You know, first, a school has its code of conduct. Now, you say somebody can do any hairstyle, wear any dress, can decide not to go to worship. The teachers are in a fix as to how to control the children.
Okay.
So the children are taking advantage of that and doing all they want to do.
Thank you very much, Claude. Let's go to Jamestown. Selam, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, Selam.
This thing is a serious issue. I don't believe that it's only the mental aspect that main problem. The family system is one of the problems. These broken homes that we are having of late, whereby children either they are with their mother or their father, and the way they behave and all this things, it's difficult to check. Now, if they don't want to solve this problem, the problem solving must start from the basic level and the family level, whereby these common values that we learned when we were young, taking care of each other and a whole lot of things, and making sure that children, the sort of play that they should play, teachers' eyes should be on them, they should watch the way they grow up. Education, when we talk about education, it's not only just giving the people knowledge. Are you getting it? Okay. You also need to deal with their emotions. Are you getting it? And the Ghanaian system has not been programmed in a way to teach people how to love or to be compassionate and how to differentiate between anything. We train ourselves to always be aggressive. If you are not aggressive, you don't achieve what you want. So this is the system. We need to deal with the system itself. Start from the concrete, the basic. Start from there so that by the time they read it, and the teachers at the secondary school level too, sometimes they have been allowing these things. They say, oh, we also suffered. We also went through the same thing. So why are you complaining? Let them stop. All these things are abuse of children who are supposed to go and learn. To go and abuse them, they come back. They don't come back up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Solomon. You can also join us on 0302-216-541 or 055-1111-997. Maybe you have a question you want to ask Dr. Beduajuan. You can ask, but you can also tell us how you think we can deal with this growing state of mental health facing particularly adolescents. Dominic is from Hacho. Dominic, good morning.
Hello, Winston. How are you?
I'm fine, Dominic. How about you?
I'm also fine. You see, Winston, this is not a new phenomenon. It has always been going on. We have seen worse things than what I even saw in the video. But the question we have to ask ourselves is, how do we stop this?
Mm-hmm.
You see, we can the whole Ghanaian the public school boarding house system, it's a failed system. You see, what they basically do is they have a prison. It's almost like a prison. They just build a structure, push the children in there, and the children are their own janitors, they are their own cleaners, they are their own everything. So when you have such a situation, you create an avenue or an opportunity for one prefect or one senior to bully another child, okay? Because they are the ones supposed to clean. The senior would come, the children have not done something, and then he will take out a belt and start lashing them. But this should not be the case. A boarding house system should be for rich people, okay? Rich people who can afford it, so that they are able to pay for their own janitors. The school itself is able to pay for its own janitors, its own cleaners, its own everything. So you reduce the chances or the opportunities for others to bully. But that's not how we are running here. We think that it's something normal and we are just pushing everybody there, and you are just going to learn bad things. You see, when you watch the video and you see that child choking the other child, that the effect is on all of us. That is Nanado Danko Ekufuado choking us too. And we are not doing anything because we have been trained that way and we have normalized it.
Dominic, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Let's go to Spinters Road. Jessica, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes.
Mine is a little contribution.
Please go ahead.
So I just want to appeal to us, the parents, that we need to make time for these children. Look, it's no fault of theirs that they are here. We brought them, and we have to give every bit of our time to them. The kids, especially like what doctor said about the adolescent age, you realize that there's so much they go through from school, from friends, from society. There's so much. And sometimes most of them will bottle them in. And so if we, the parents, do not spend time with them, we do not speak to them, we do not even find out how their day is going, how school is going, and then we think that, look, we put you in the best schools, it's okay, their teachers are taking care of them. Nobody's taking care of them. They are in their own world. And young as they are, most of the time, they can't even navigate through this world. So if we don't spend the time with them and we think that, look, it's all about stepping up. Yes, it's good to make money. It's good to go out there, make the money, put them in the best school. But we have to spend time with them, understand them. Because sometimes some of these bullying, we see traits from when they are young. And if we do not step up and we do not correct them, we do not discipline them, it begins to become a normal thing for them. And so they go out and think that, oh, it's okay to do it. So for me, my appeal now is parents, we have to do the work. We can't leave it to the schools. We can't leave it to headmasters. We can't leave it to housemasters. It is us, the parents. It starts from home. And home is where we have to put all these things in place. We can do something about it. We can see it and we can put checks in place before they step out. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Jessica from Spinters Road. Let's head straight to Winneba. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Yes, Kelly.
Yeah, I am happy this thing has come up for discussion. Although it should have been something right from the beginning. We are adopting a fire service approach, but that is cool. But throughout the discussions, you hear parental control, parental this, parental that. I think you speak frankly, so when I say this, you understand. Koto Oria, Nebasoria, one another Tata. The father, the mother who is doing the parenting, himself, herself, has gone through these things and is not aware that these are the repercussions of my actions or inactions. Some of these things are specific. They are in syllables of these secondary schools. But how are these taught? They are taught nearly for exams. And so the guy sits down, possibly this guy who did the choking, who writes that paper and then score an A. But when it comes into practice, do we put that in practice? I would wish that we will go back to churches, to schools, at a job, wherever we find ourselves, we should begin talking about this mental health. I have a relative who went through it. Initially, we were lucky because we knew we had read about this, and so we took the person we helped, and then gradually she's getting up. Else, we'll be there, and then it will splash like a bomb. So I would beg It is maybe it came up as it is very, very, very popular, and so Joy has taken it up. Had it not been for that, this thing happened on 30th June, and then this is when we are discussing. If it could also be part of the discussions of all radio stations, part of the preaching, how do you call it, topics in the churches, and so on and so forth, then we should start tackling it. Because the way it has reared its head in the universities we are hearing, now it has come down to the secondary school. I am pretty sure you heard of those who choose some schools and then they couldn't get their first choice, hanging themselves and so on and so forth. Yeah. So if we start working on that, I think it will help through the radio, the churches, the school itself, and so on and so forth. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kelly from Winneba. Of course, all of us have a role to play. I agree with you. Lincoln is at Akwete, man. Good morning, Lincoln, who is our final caller for now.
Good morning, Joy FM.
Good morning, Lincoln.
Yes, let me salute you once again for the good job. Your exposés and documentaries and all that. You continue to be the best. And this morning, last year or so, something happened in, I think, Kumasi, when a student was stabbed. You repeated that issue. Yeah. People talk about it, we relax. Now another one is out again, and it has become another topic. Give me 2-3 days, you will not hear anything about it. For me, let me get me some education on this. Our senior secondary school, do we have a counseling section?
Yes.
Yes,
for
we do.
Students?
Yes, we do, but yes, we do.
Hey, my brother, you are not sure.
I was just going to say,
no, I was going to say that yes, we do, but the question is, are they really engaged in the guidance and counseling? We have that unit. We have counselors all in our secondary schools, majority. Let me put that way. But in my school, for instance, the counselor was an English language teacher.
Okay.
So, yes. So that's it, basically. Yeah.
We have to sit up as a nation and make sure. Today, some of our secondary schools are not even walled. Am I right, my brother?
You're right.
And during break time and all that, some of the students, they go out. I don't even know some of the schools have security. All this we have to put in consideration so that if you are a parent, you know my child is safe in the school. Because look at the one at Adenta, West Africa Senior High School. It's not walled. And sometimes you see some of the students coming out crossing the street. It's not safe. So we have to wall all our schools with security officers at the gate to make sure the children are safe in school, and we have to monitor the activities of our students. That is what I have for you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lincoln, who's our last caller for now. Let me get to you, Dr. Beduajiman, and I think we can start off with the guidance and counseling bits because that's one of the issues we talked about briefly yesterday as part of the solutions in dealing with these mental health issues in our secondary schools. Yes.
Well, Winston, I must say that is supposed to be a gatekeeping support to especially those in our secondary schools. But we may have to audit the kind of work that is being done. Yes, we do have them. I have done a lot of engagements, and from where I sit, especially as the president of Ghana Psychological Association, I'm updated as to some of these developments. They teach subject areas in the various secondary schools, partly because they may need teachers to teach. And then, how have these school management seen the relevance of the role that the guidance and counselor must play? And then I posed the question yesterday. Psychology is a profession. It took me 4 years as my undergraduate training, another 2 years as my master's training. Within the 2 years, you do not less than 500 hours supervised internship. After that, you need to do 1 year housemanship, as the doctors will say. After this, you write licensure exams. You go through, then you get your license to practice as a psychologist. Similar training like the medical doctors. And even more if you look at it. But what is the condition of service for these ones? Let's go and check the guidance and counselors. How much are they being paid? Given this extensive training, who is responsible for this? Now, comparing it with the medical field. It is a professional area. Confidentiality is key. Ethics. We have code of conduct, just like the medical doctors. Where do they practice? If you go to these secondary schools, do we have dedicated spaces? So I have a problem, I need one-on-one to engage with the guidance and counselor. Where?
What's your answer to that?
I don't know. We don't have the spaces there. The headmaster is struggling for space to keep files. And you are talking about a dedicated area for you to meet who one-on-one? What value are we putting on this? We don't have that facility. We don't have the logistics. So it is one thing having the name in record. It is another ensuring that we do the right things. For me, we need urgent intervention to promote healthy adolescent mental health. We need a multi-stakeholder approach to addressing this matter. We got a cause. Family. We have a primary role. The fundamental role should start from the family. We gave birth to the children. What our children need is not the gadget. What our children need is not that reputable A school. What our children need, go and study STEM. That is the future of the world. Our children need time. They need attention. They need availability. They need our support to guide them at the family level. That is one aspect. Then, the school system, if we strengthen the school, the mental health care support system within our schools, that will be an addition to the time, the attention, the availability we parents give to our wards. And by the school system, I am an advocate that given the challenges confronting us, with the data that we have, the ticking time bomb of having a lot of young adolescents going through challenges, we must introduce, for instance, understanding human behavior at the JSS level immediately.
Life skills.
Well, we called it life skills. But this time, we need a psychology-oriented person to handle this. Not just a teacher who did technical skills by force. There are no teachers, go and teach life skills. No, it's a professional area.
What are we hoping to achieve with that?
To shape the mind. Remember, how we think influences how we feel, and that influences how we act. So what was the thinking pattern of this bully? That affected how the person felt and was acted out. We must shape the thinking patterns of the next generation of leaders. And that is what understanding human behavior will do at the JSS level. At the SS, every year, we could think of at least 3 main areas. Psychology for everyday living, motivation and emotions at another year, and perhaps mental health promotion and healthy coping skills. We must introduce psychological studies or mental health studies at the junior and secondary school level. Now check the so-called foreign schools curriculum, they call it. British, whatever, Cambridge. Go there and they are teaching psychology. Why are they doing that? They are benchmarking it. They know this is what works. They have one-on-one sessions for each student. And I am saying, we need to have these guidance and counselors registered. Go there and they are not registered with Ghana Psychology Council. They are not going for CPDs, continuous professional development. Who should pay? The employer. Who should ensure they have the logistics? The employer. What is their job description? Who crafted the job description? The headmaster did pedagogy, doesn't understand psychology. How can the headmaster craft the job description of a guidance and counselor? GES, Ghana Psychological Association, collaborated job description provided. We guide how they should work. 1 guidance and counselor, 1 counseling psychologist, 1 psychologist to 300 students. Can't we start promoting this? It will be the responsibility of schools to ensure. that we become another avenue of support in addition to what the parents are doing. Let me leave it there. Now, the other aspect has to do with the healthcare facilities. We have hospitals in all districts. How many psychologists do we have? We have done our part in the years. We have trained a lot of human resource. Please, ask the ministries involved. Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Health. They should give you data. For the past 5 years, let them show you how many psychologists have they absorbed. It's a simple question I want you to ask. Go to Kolebu, go to the other areas. How many psychologists do we have? Can we have in each district a minimum of, say, 10 psychologists, at least at our district hospitals? That becomes another avenue, another layer of support. Why don't we have this? At the university level, now, we are almost dotting universities, polytechnics now, universities, in all the regions. Why don't we strengthen the careers and counseling centers? It becomes another avenue of support to the communities. So you go to WA and there is a campus there. They have a well-fitted, well-branded, well-resourced careers and counseling center. That becomes another avenue of support for the immediate community. In as much as we will not have all the resources, there are easy ways. All we need to do is to prioritize the human resource support for these agencies. Then we begin to change the conversation. Then another important area I need to talk about, the religious bodies. You hear, I'm going for marriage counseling. What kind of counseling do we offer? Who offers the counseling? Counseling is not about experience only. In as much as experience is good, we must remember, if someone is going through mental health challenges, we will not be able to detect with our years of being in marriage. We need a professional. And I must say, some of the religious bodies are doing well, making sure that they support the people they have targeted to go through the training so that professionally they'll be able to support members or their congregants. For me, that is another avenue of support that we need to look at. And lastly, you, the media. You are doing a fantastic job. It is not all the time it should be politics. We should have a time, and I challenge media owners, producers, have a dedicated time for social issues. Have a dedicated time. Children, adolescents, older adults, and many others. We need to dedicate time.
Okay.
I am urging, especially professions, to increase their curriculum as far as mental health is concerned. For instance, journalism. Were you trained on mental health? How to report on mental health? Do you know, I did 4-year research looking at media practitioners. And the mental health of media practitioners so poor. And you always tell the stories of others. You don't tell your own.
Yes, we always tell the stories of others.
And that's where he wraps up.
But maybe it's time to tell our own stories. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Collins Beduajiman, for making time to join us.
See how quickly we move on morning. When it comes to us.
I know.
Yeah. On the Super Morning
You don't
Show.
want to tell your story.
We will tell our stories. We will tell our stories. We will do that off air. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is the biggest and the most exciting culinary show in Ghana. 6 tertiary schools presents 3 budding chefs each to battle it out here in the kitchen, knife to knife. It's time to find the toughest, smartest, and the most creative team. Which school will win the ultimate prize and earn the bragging rights as Ghana's tertiary school with the best chefs? Join me, Michelle Ajaku, and the judges as we discover the best team who will serve the most amazing cuisines. This is Big Chef Tertiary. Big Chef Tertiary. The kitchen has no boundary.
Free gift for every shopper from Electroa. Up to 40% discount for every shopper. Mega Payday is back. All electronic brands: Panasonic, LG, Samsung, Sony, TCL, Broom, Philips, Orient, and many more. Shop for your smart TVs, refrigerators, air conditioners, freezers, gas cookers, mobile phones, laptops, printers, and more. Rush to the nearest or closest Electromat shop. Call or WhatsApp Electromat on 055-277-7905. Electromat, your world of electronics.
After successfully hosting the Achimota Mall Clinic of the 2023 edition of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair, we are again gearing up for the second clinic at the West Hills Mall. Date: Friday 4th to Sunday 6th August 2023. Venue: West Hills Mall. Time: 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. This year's exhibition is under the theme Home Ownership, Affordability, Comfort or Luxury. Visit the clinic and engage the providers in the housing value chain on all your housing needs. Be it financing, land acquisition, rent to own, outright purchase, roofing, lighting, electronic appliances, home security, or home furnishing, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is your one-stop shop for everything housing. For exhibition enquiries, please call 0540-110-389 or 0244-260-653. There will be daily giveaways by the sponsors. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and the Planned City Extension Project, Rent to Own, and sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, where quality meets value. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Syntex Tanks, Air Strong, Air Tough. Gold Key Properties, building prestige since 1997, and Springfield Estates, where dreams are built.
Hello? Yeah, is it true that your Adansia 10 Dubai trip on chartered Emirates flight is sold out?
Yeah, you heard right. All 250 seats to Dubai on 10th August are fully booked, but all hope is not lost. There are a few more seats on Emirates for 13th and 15th August departing to Dubai, with the rates starting at only $1,650.
Great. I can't miss out on this fun trip. Are there any other combo trips?
Yes, we have few seats available on below exciting combo trips. Nairobi and Dubai with Dorinando, South Africa, Victoria Falls and Livingstone with Lexus Bill, Singapore, Bali and Malaysia cruise with Kwame Daze, Kigali and Dubai.
Wait, how do I book now?
Just send hi to the WhatsApp number 0593-857-002 or call 0556-310-404 or visit AdansiTravels.com. All bookings from now till 25th July will get free pass to Adansi at 10 Gala Dinner in Accra.
Awesome.
It's a vibe.
Who's got the moolah, got the power? Ghana's newest game is about to go live from Wednesday, 26 July 2023. Now pick up your phones, tablets, computers, download Game Pack games on Play Store. It's easy to play and easy to win. Charlie, make we play the game and make some moolah. Nobody beats our odds in Ghana. Game Pack games, more moolah, more power. This game is regulated by the National Lottery Authority, not for persons under 18. Play responsibly.
The third edition of the Showbiz Roundtable will be happening on 29 July 2023 at the Labadi Beach Hotel. The theme for this Thought Leadership Forum is Exploring the Dynamics of Sponsorship in the Creative Space. On the panel will be founder of 3 Music Television and Wonderland Festival, Baba Sadiq. Lateef Abubakar is playwright and CEO of Glow Productions. Regina Ofori, brand director and consummate marketer. Ivan Kwashiga is filmmaker, creative director and founder of Farmhouse Productions. And Kobna Atabedu, procurement expert and management consultant. Keynote speakers are Anklebo White, who is playwright and an author. Bright Latepo, CEO of PhD Media Ghana Limited. This forum will be live on Joy 99.7 FM at 2 p.m. and hosted by Kwame Datsi. Showbiz Roundtable is powered by Joy Entertainment.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in